Yes.
Andy, the one you got to worry about. I said nothing.
He does it in the chat. He does it in the chat.
Did you not hear him not even 5 minutes ago, bro?
I don't remember.
Holy cow! I get blamed for everything on this show.
That's why you get the. That's why you get the bleeper button.
Oh
Look at
man!
Andy.
I tell you what, guys, I so look forward to this every Thursday.
No, I'm right, Andy. That's why Andy goes.
I'm gonna have to watch like past episodes next week.
I never got those pictures, Richard, that you said you were going to send me.
Oh, I didn't send you them. I thought I sent you them.
Did you get those pictures from Gianni, Kevin?
Yeah, the ones he sent you. Yeah.
No, the ones you
Okay.
used to scare the rats away.
Oh, did I ever show you guys the deal?
Oh
I
no,
got?
that actually helped with keeping the trick or treaters away.
Oh my
okay.
god!
Okay.
Yeah.
You guys know I'm a hip
And then
hop.
the sheriff's department said he was wanted somewhere, and they was like, "Is this guy
there's
here?"
no
I said,
doubt.
no.
There's no
And
doubt.
I got
There's no
I
doubt.
got that at Walmart online.
Nice.
$19, man. You can't beat that.
There you
They
go.
originally go from 100 to 200.
Good job.
Yeah, I wouldn't have paid $3 for it, but
I want to apologize to Chris backstage because I didn't leave snacks in the green room. So
Sorry, we forgot to leave you the
Well,
green
at
M&Ms.
least you left your magazines in there.
Oh yeah, that's right.
you'll see the books he's got though; they're pretty cool.
He's got a good collection.
I bet sure. I bet so.
I think I sent it in the chat, Kevin. You got to go back and look at it.
That's not to me.
Now, Kevin, you
Yeah.
know if they made a Rock and Roll Express set of Funko Pops, you'd be into it,
Yeah.
right? Come on.
Not a Funko Pop guy. No, not a Funko Pop guy.
For the Rock and Roll
No.
Express, you jump on it. Come on.
I actually saw Funko Pop of Bob Ross at the Walmart one time.
Well, Ricky was selling some of his suits the other day.
Yeah, I didn't like him when he was whatever. What was that?
David Ricky's selling his coats from the Heart
The Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
that group he's in, the group he was in with the York.
The York.
Oh yeah,
Foundation.
yes. He
Yeah.
was Richard Morton. He's Richard Morton. Yeah.
Yep.
He doesn't fit the bad guy, just like his son now in the NWA. Him being a heel does not.
Well,
work.
NWA is not going to be. I don't think it's going to be around much longer.
Doesn't need to be. And
It's-
Kerry,
after what he let go on that pay-per-view, he did it to himself.
but
Yeah,
he doubled down on like people don't know what they're talking about. I have us a TV deal. It's one of the top 20 members. I was like, yeah, and Pakistan top 20 doesn't equate to here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
He doubled down. He's an arrogant idiot who's drowning that
he's
company.
very arrogant. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
here I
bleeding
was
money out
gonna
of that
go to-
company.
I was going to go to the barber shop and get my eyebrows done like James Mitchell. Now I can't.
But there's one person that could save that company if they'd listen, and that's Jim Cornette.
Jim Cornette.
Yep.
He'd get rid of 90% of them idiots in there too.
Believe it or not, he'll be the savior of NWA.
Mm-hmm.
Because when he was on it, and he was on the show, and he was on the broadcast, and
And he took the fall when he shouldn't have took the fall. They could have edited that out and been done with it.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's
and
it.
he never even tried to defend himself when others was like, "Do you know what he's done for black athletes in wrestling?" When he was one of the first promoters to put some of the black athletes and just
Or at least take him down for a little bit until things cooled out and then brought him back. You know what I mean? And then
Just a
have
simple
him,
edit. Nobody had
Yeah.
no. I mean,
no. The NWA should have stuck up and said, "This man is nowhere near what you're calling him. Nowhere near." They should have stood firm and stopped letting other people ruin your company.
so Billy takes Jim Cornette down for that, but purposely he's the one that came up with that idea of them having a little snort session on the pay-per-view. That's
Yeah,
real
so
good.
That was worse than what Cornette did.
You don't want to, you don't want to make a joke, but you want to tell kids to go snort cocaine.
Yeah, what's wrong with this picture?
Cocaine. Yeah. Idiot.
Yeah.
This is what happens when you have a rich guy that doesn't know how to pro
Billy's
wrestling.
probably like, here, use some of mine in my bag. I was just on the road last week.
Yeah.
We don't need a prop
From your
department here. I guess for
your
anybody.
one-hit album with 2 good songs on it. That's it. You've not done nothing since.
Well, he's kind of got confused about what they mean by a hit.
Yeah, big time.
Yeah.
Even if he goes
This
to
should
sell
be
it,
a good
I
show,
don't
guys.
buy
Looking
it.
forward to it.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's start the show.
This is Ben Walker, and you are watching Spanning the Globe.
And good evening, everybody. It's Thursday night.
Good.
You know what that means? It's time for Spanning the Globe. My
Yes, it
name is
is.
Mark Maggard. I want to welcome everybody here to join us for the evening's festivities. And joining us tonight or joining me tonight are the usual suspects. I'm going to get tongue-tied tonight. Below me is Mr. Richard Ward. Aren't you usually up next to me?
Yeah, I know. Andy's
Okay.
got the pleasure tonight.
No, I can fix that. There you go.
Oh,
Okay, fine. I'll just I'll let you have it this week. Okay.
oh, okay.
Yeah, at the bottom on
Richard likes being on the bottom anyway.
yeah, right below me is Mr. Richard Ward, aka the Warden.
Good evening, everybody.
Okay, and next to me is Mr. Andy B.
Welcome back, everybody.
Yeah, our guest popped out for a second. He popped back in. He's backstage. Okay,
It's Andy,
and
baby.
join us again for the second week in a row is Mr. Kev,
AKA Dav.
aka Dave.
What's up, Dab, in the house?
A little dab will do you. That's
Yabba dabba do.
That's an old reference. So, Ben Walker is going to join us a little bit later. He's running late. He was running an errand for a friend who's running behind. So, hoping he can get here pretty soon because he was really looking forward to this show. So, we're looking forward to having him on shortly. Let me catch up on some comments. We have a guest tonight. I'll bring him on in a second.
Oh, I'm bad.
It's our
I'm
first
not even on
commenter.
the thing yet.
Oops. First commenter every week, the last few weeks, is Mr. Kirk Hall.
Hey,
Good to
Kirk.
see you
What's
too.
up, Kirk?
Thank you. Mr. Noor
Nor.
from Malaysia.
Ooh.
That never gets old.
No.
Phil?
What's
Hey,
up,
Phil.
Phil?
Yeah, he's talking about these shirts. We'll talk about those in a minute. You too. Tyler,
Hey, Tyler.
Michael Cannon. You know, Michael, I'm going to have you on the show one of these days. We need to talk about.
Definitely.
Yeah,
Mhm.
absolutely. Mr. Ethan Thompson, thank you for joining us. Ben is on his way. So
What's up, Ben?
hopefully he'll be
Alrighty.
here before the second hour gets here, which would be probably perfect.
Mhm.
Mr. Rick Hernandez, thanks for joining us tonight.
Hey, Ricky.
What's up, Ricky? What's up, Jason Cortez?
Yeah, the shirts, I'm really liking them. We'll talk about those here in a little bit. AD Terry's watching live again. He does it a little bit more often here.
What's up, AD?
What's up,
Thanks
AD?
again for your service, brother.
Yes, thank you for your service.
Mm-hmm.
We had Veterans Day last Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Good evening, Jason Cortez. And Mr. Carl Smith. Howdy to you too.
What's up, Carl?
There's Ashley. Now, she's got a tie into these shirts. We'll talk about that in a minute. But I want to bring on our special guest tonight. He's a member of the Wide World of Belts group, and he's always commenting on a lot of the posts, usually the weekly belt posts. And he's been watching the show here the last few weeks and been a frequent commenter. So I thought I'd bring him on. He's got some pretty interesting things to talk about. He doesn't own any belts, but he does have some stuff that's pretty interesting. So I'll bring him on. Hello, Chris.
Evening, gentlemen.
Hey, Chris.
Thank you, Ashley.
Thank you for joining the show.
No problem. Great to be here.
Mr. Christopher Rains. I had the pleasure of talking with him the other night. We were trying to make sure everything was going to work out fine, audio and visual wise, and so we tested that the other night, and it worked fine. And he and I had a pretty good chat. He showed me some things he's into, and we'll get that in a little bit. But before we do that, I want to also always do this at the beginning of the show and at the beginning of the second hour. We are sponsored, by the way, by Mark Leather Championship Built with Leather. And by where'd it go? Oh, my unique championship belts. I moved it. Had to find
There it is. There it is.
So we'll play their commercial and their porn music in the second hour.
Like that.
Everybody looks forward to the porn music. Also, if you're watching us on Facebook, most of the time, if you don't click on the StreamYard link, you pop up as one of many Facebook users, or what we call FUs. So don't be an FU. Click on the StreamYard link, or if you don't want to do that, you can go to YouTube and look up the Wide World of Belts YouTube channel, and look for the current stream of Spanning the Globe, and you can watch us to your heart's content. And that portion of the show is brought to you by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. That is
Thank you, guys.
Landon and Jake. We thank them for their partnership. They share the cost of the subscription, which makes it a lot more affordable for us.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Shout out to these guys.
Without further ado, I always start the week off, or start the show off with the belt of the week. Let me get the camera ready here. We got belt cam up and running. And this, I chose this belt tonight because of what happened this week, yesterday in particular. This
Going
is
on,
the
Ricky?
Fandu 10 pounds of gold. NWA champion.
Ah, drooling.
Now I got the one that that has the British flag because I've got two of them already have the Australian flag. I want it to be different. It's got the Canada flag, the older Canada flag, I think, or is that the newer one? I think it's the newer one.
That's the newer version.
Yeah. Okay. Really nice plates. It's got, and I also got the not the artificial, but the faux leather. I have seen the real leather one. As a matter of fact, the leathered one. And in my opinion, there's really no difference in the strap. The backing's a little different, but the main strap is about the same in my opinion.
Is that on your leather bar? No.
No, that's not on my leather. I was going to re-leather this one with the TV accurate version, the one that what's his name? The one that was wrestling under Heart of the Races.
I know who you're talking about.
Trevor Murdoch. Trevor Murdoch.
That's it. Okay.
That style. There's my dog. There's the bag that comes with it.
Oh wow, that's
Perfect
nice.
timing, buddy. Thank you for walking through the scene. So, and this one doesn't have the real leather backing, so it does have the screws exposed on the back, which is okay.
The good thing about the dog walking in the camera is he gets paid by biscuits.
Yeah. This show is also sponsored by Alpo. There's the bag. It's got the Fandu logo on the other side. I won't flip that over because this is logo.
I think that's the perfect touch, though.
Thank you. And the reason I'm showing this belt off is because I got my plates yesterday. They finally got the Classic Shields Dome Glow plates, and actually they're right there in that top box right there. I did a live unboxing last night, and so I'm going to sell this one. Not yet. I'm gonna wait till I get the other one on leather. And I'm gonna put
Hey,
this.
let me know. I was just going to ask you that.
So if you're interested in this, hit me up. I don't have a price for it yet. I just entertained the idea today. So
$7.99.
yeah, $7.99. Operators are standing by.
Yes.
So that's the belt of the week. And the reason I'm selling that one is because I already have the Figs Inc. version. I've got the Premier version, which are two authentic replicas. So is this one, but you can still get this one. The other two you can't. They're hard to find. The Figs are almost impossible to find, and the Premiers are starting to get rare. You can still find them, but they're getting harder to find. But I don't need 4 Dome Globes. So
Sure you do. Sure you do.
No, I don't. No, I don't.
Come
I
on.
really don't need 3.
Live a little. Come on.
And here's, if you missed the live belt unboxing last night, here's a picture I took after the unboxing. These are the plates I got from Classic Shields that I waited 25 months for. 25 months and 8 days. Yeah. Exactly.
Oh my God.
yeah.
20 months.
There's a closer shot of the main plate. Now I will say this, that main plate's heavy. And it's heavier than the Figs and the Premier Dome Globe plates because I suspect because all those are relief pieces on there. So it's basically a double stack belt.
Wow.
Dual layer, 4mm dual layer stuff. But it's real nice and heavy, beefy. So it may weigh 10 pounds once I get on leather. But now these plates are beautiful, absolutely beautiful. They're the most accurate I've ever seen.
Gorgeous plates. Beautiful.
Thank you. I'm very happy with them. The one issue I had with them is the paint. Not on this plate. This plate turned out fine. But the side plates right here, they were wrapped in plastic, and I suspect that either the enamel on the clear coat or on the paint wasn't quite dry yet when they wrapped them in plastic. And when I don't either. I did talk to them today, told them what happened, and they said no, they checked them before they shipped them. They were dry. I don't believe that. But I won't get into that tonight in depth. Here's one of the other plates. Look at that. So I got to repaint these plates. I don't think they're going to make it good, but
That's a shame.
But I will say this. These plates are absolutely magnificent. Except for the paint issues, they're absolutely magnificent, perfect. I think they're perfect size. They're perfect as far as features. The champion banner up there on the right of the globe is slanted like the original.
I mean, it's stunning.
Yeah, it's very stunning. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Now,
very
they make
happy with
the
these.
two
I s-
different kinds, right, Mark? They make those shiny one and the dull one.
Yeah, they make a matte finish one and the gold one. I want the shiny gold. So
I mean,
because it
say,
looks
say what you want. I mean, CS makes the best plates in the business right now, outside of an American, and their plates and the quality of the work is right there with American.
absolutely. All right, said
You
that.
know,
Okay.
that they're
I'll
they're
catch up
they're
on the-
very good at what they do when they do it.
What's up, Ricky?
yeah. Okay, I'm gonna get Ashley's comment here in a minute.
Ashley.
I
Anyway,
appreciate it. I used conditioner tonight. Appreciate that.
but I'm going to basically, I'm not going to mention a whole lot about this. This has been a 2.5 year saga waiting on getting these plates, but it finally ended yesterday for the most part. But I'm going to, we're not going to be on next week because it's Thanksgiving, which we're doing a pre-Thanksgiving show this week. And then we'll talk about what we're thankful for. I'm thankful to
Yeah.
finally get these plates for one thing.
That's what today's all about.
But I'm going to put these plates on my leather strap. I'm going to fix the paint, and I'm going to give a full, thorough review, the good and the bad that happened during this this ordeal. Now, I'll also mention, now I did the live unboxing last night, and everybody saw the paint issues on the side plates. What you didn't see is when I turned the camera off, I went to count the grommets to make sure I had the right grommets, the right number of grommets, which I do. There was 14 in there, like it's supposed to be. However, 2 pair of the grommets were stuck together by the paint because
I
they're
thought there was
just,
more than that, Mark. It was just 2?
well, they were stuck together. Well, 2 pairs. There's 2 pairs.
Okay. There you go.
Yeah,
More than
when I
2,
first
okay.
I told you there are 4 stuck together. No, it's 2
Yeah.
pairs stuck together.
And yeah, Ben and I both saw that when he opened it up. We saw it.
Yeah.
So,
So
witnessed.
yeah,
Wit-
so the paint came off when I pulled them apart, and there was a couple others that had the black, which that's an easy fix. That's no big deal. But the flags, I'm gonna have to. Okay, they're not clear coated. Okay, I'll try that. Thank you, Ethan. I just didn't want to have to repaint them, but I don't think I'm gonna have any choice.
Now, you would think after 25 months it would have been okay, but
Let me get this picture off here because I started looking at those paint. Okay.
What's up, Walt?
But I'm very happy with the plates. I'm anxious to get them on my leather and give them a full
Yeah,
review.
yeah.
And I told Classic Shields that I'm gonna give them a full, the good and the bad. And they'll have to accept the bad with the good.
Mhm.
So
only
we'll
fair.
see.
it's only fair.
We'll see.
Exactly.
We shall see. Okay, let me talk about these shirts. This was Richard's idea. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. This was Richard's idea. Richard, you want to stand up, show me your shirt? Somebody take the damn money.
I love
Somebody
it.
take the damn money.
I love it. That's great.
Somebody take the damn money!
This was an idea of mine that I had for, what do you guys say, about almost 2 years already?
A while,
And
yeah.
it can be yours.
Been a while.
if The price is right.
And-
Thanks to Ashley Southern Design, I gave her my vision and she ran with it, and she knocked it out of the park.
No doubt.
That's
That's
my daughter,
definitely
by the
cool.
way.
hmm
That's my daughter, by the way. Good evening, Walt. Forget to take your Thank you, Nora. Okay, I answered this question last night. No, it wasn't worth the wait. I'm very happy to have the plates. It's worth having them. But if I had knew it was going to take 25 months instead of the 10 he quoted me, I wouldn't have ordered them. But I'm glad I have them. They almost complete my collection. These will be the crown jewel of my collection. But yeah, not worth the wait, despite what some people say. People that get their plates or their belts within 5 or 6 months. Thank you, Scott.
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah, Ethan, I did a little bit of a review last night just on the plates, but I'm going to give a full review when I get them on leather because it just feels like something's missing without the strap. I'm sorry, I was looking at Ashley's comment. Hello, Facebook user.
Actually, on the Canadian plate, that's the older flag design. The maple leaf has been the most current one.
Yeah.
Hey, we got to promote the girl, man.
Yeah. Okay. So Richard asked me about this shirt idea. I said, I think it's a great idea. And I said, in fact, when I see what it looks like, I may want one. So he ordered this from Ashley, got it pretty quickly, and she showed me the shirt. she brought the design over, showed it to me, and I loved it. I said, "Yeah, I want one too." So I bought one too. She brought me. I got mine before Richard got his.
Well, he had personal deliveries.
He's
Which,
got
yeah,
connection. Come on.
I didn't have to pay shipping. She only drove it 5 blocks to my house.
but I knew as soon as he seen it, he would want one.
Yeah, there. Yeah, he was right. So anyway,
That was a great call, too.
Well, she was able
Yeah, it was.
to enhance the picture clearer,
yeah, she did that. Yeah, she
and
Looks awesome.
it was perfectly. It was from a screenshot from my
Yeah.
cell phone.
So, yeah, give her a shout out there, Ashley Maggers. Ashley Southern Designs. Let me put the logo back up there. She's on Facebook. She does mail order. So if you are up for a shirt, she also did my Dusty Sucks Eggs shirt. So be sure you hit her up. I'm sorry, Ashley. I think you might get swamped. I hope you do anyway.
I'm
She has
definitely
a-
going to be ordering another one.
Good.
She has a brick and mortar store too, but a lot of you guys don't live around here, so. But it's on Facebook, Ashley Southern Designs.
And I gotta say, actually, the comfortness of the shirt.
Yeah.
It's
She
not
uses
like
good quality
itchy or
shirts.
anything, but it came out good.
Yeah, you might do that. There's probably going to be your first customer right there. I bet money on
What's
it.
up, Gianni?
And you knuckleheads that are going to contact, act like you got some brains when you contact somebody too.
Yeah, that is my daughter. So be nice.
Don't be
Mhm.
stupid.
Yeah, don't
Act
be
like a
yourselves.
child.
Be gentlemen. Be gentlemen. That's what Gianni says when he goes to street corners.
Ouch.
20% off tomorrow for Pink Friday. So
What's Pink Friday?
Pink Friday.
I
Breast
think it's
cancer?
breast cancer. Yes,
Oh,
breast,
okay.
this is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, by the way. So
Okay.
Actually,
did
that
a-
was last month.
I did a
This is
commercial for
November.
that in our promo group a couple years ago. So
Yeah,
So,
I thought breast cancer was last month. Isn't this No Shave November or something?
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I'm.
Either way, who cares? It could be Mary Poppins Day Friday. It's 20% off. So take advantage of it, guys.
Actually, I'm clean shaven. If I have beard on, I look 10 years older.
Yeah, I had to shave mine off thanks to Andy.
Oh, Small Business
Stop
Black Friday. They do it the week before, so people shop small. Okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah,
Why am I
support
still
your
supposed to be-
local small businesses, guys.
Yes. Do that. Yes, you do. Don't wear a sweater.
Can
Don't
she
wear a
do-
sweater.
Like if I do, can she? When maybe she can answer now. I'd like to do on the Rock and Roll Express. It says double drop kit because that was her move. If I supply her the image and whatever, could she do
I'm sure she
something
can.
like
She
that?
can do almost anything.
You can do it.
Ashley, if you're still watching, if you put a link in the comments, I'll put it up on the screen. And if you're watching on Facebook, or you can copy the link because it's going to be just on Facebook apparently. She
If
watches.
Like
she
I said,
does,
Kevin.
if she can, I definitely want one.
I gave her the picture, and I told her what I wanted to say. Mark, she asked Mark, and I said, "Look, I want the writing to be in like gold or yellow." I said, "Just run with it." I told her the color shirt. She knocked it out of the park.
Yeah. So, but Ashley Southern Designs on Facebook, and you can look for this logo. I think it's on her page. Let me find it again. Get out the comments here. There you go. That's it. She has a cow.
Southern Designs.
Yeah, and she did something
Hobart,
today on her.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, Hobart, Oklahoma. That's Hobart, or it's not Hobart. It's Hobart.
I said
Oh,
Hobart.
I always say Hobart. Oh well.
Yeah, she could do that. She thinks. There's Platinum. Wonder where you were at.
Where you been, Platinum?
Yeah.
He just left my house. Jeez.
He been
chill,
been
man.
sworting.
All right.
He's been sworting.
What's up, Platinum?
Yeah, we're playing with our lightsabers.
Yeah, I think yours is as well. I think
They were
so.
they were crossing swords, weren't you, Kev?
Nope. See, Martin, I'm not that going thing, and I always get blamed for stuff. I sat right here and was talking about lightsabers. Jeez,
Hey guys, this is only the first hour.
I behave
We're just
myself.
getting
I've
started.
not
Scott, you're
farted. I've not touched my nose. I've not done nothing.
Okay, I appreciate that, Scott.
the
You look
mustache.
great either way.
If
You're
you
very
smell
handsome
one,
gentleman.
I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay, yeah, he had a new belt today. He was supposed to have a second one, but it didn't come today, so it's still in transit. Okay, yeah, please do that. Please do that. Okay, like we need to know that, but thank you.
Okay, that's way too much. That's well, no, that's way too much.
Yeah.
That's
Well, if that's the worst thing you do,
TMI.
if that's the worst thing you do in the shower, I guess that's not so bad. Okay, so I got one more piece of business here. I also have this belt. I've had it up for sale, and I have a guy that told me he wants it, but I haven't heard from him yet. So hopefully I hear from him before the end of the show. But I still have this for sale, $300 shipped. It's normally a $350 belt. It's a Hogan 85 or Hogan 84 by My Amadasser on my leather with the lace strap. And I normally get $350 for this belt because it's laced. There's my leather mark. But because it has some marks on it, has a scratch on the main plate right here, right there, you see it. And it's got some same issues that the Dome Globe has with the plastic sticking to the. See, that's even worse. But it's a really nice belt. But I'll take $300 for it because it's got some issues with it. But it's a great belt. The leather's perfect, if I do say so myself. But the gentleman's watching. He said he wants it. So if you still want it, it's yours.
It's definitely a nice belt, man.
But I need to hear from you tonight because I got people asking about it.
Yeah, bro.
Ashley posted the link.
There's the link.
Southern Design. Hobart, Oklahoma.
I'm gonna shoot a commercial for her. She shot a video of her booth in that little store. It's like a little consignment store, and she's got a booth there. And so I'm gonna try to do a commercial for her, kind of like I did for Unique, without the porn music, of course.
Believe it or not, I've done 2 for the and that would be a funny thing to show for y'all to make fun of. Did 2 of them with the family's tractor business, selling tractors and implements and whatever. It's pretty funny.
May the force be with you. He hates No Shave November.
What?
Yeah, because he can't. Because he can't. Yeah.
He can't what? Grow a mustache?
Yeah. No, he can't. Yeah.
He cannot. No, he cannot.
Leave the guy alone. His Shaggy looks good.
He does.
Yeah, he looks like Shaggy from Scooby Doo.
Gianni, if you will shave it each day, you'll create the growth it needs to. But the pubic hairs on your
No,
lip
he
need to get
believes he
thicker.
pets the bare skin that suddenly hair's going to come out. That's what he does. It just I don't get it, but
No,
You know,
you got to
actually-
run a razor over it constantly.
Just to
every
tell
day.
you, but they actually say it's your under skin of your face is dry. So if you keep it moisturized, you can grow.
so Gianni, put your head in a bucket.
Yeah. There you go. Okay, she's got a link to her site on Shopify.
There you go.
She's got a
Still waiting on the
Shopify
pictures,
store.
Richard.
So
What was that?
Still waiting on those pictures.
You'll get 'em.
help make my kid a living. Buy something from her, please. She does excellent work.
'Cause I want it if you're gonna move it.
But it's in the comments if you're watching on Facebook. If you're not watching on Facebook, you have to go to Facebook and watch it. So
Yeah, guys,
Okay.
please keep the comments friendly, please.
yeah,
Is,
keep comments friendly.
We will boot you.
We will. Okay, so we got we got Chris to join us tonight. Well, he got the initiation tonight, didn't he? Moose loose on the field.
He's not here.
No, he's not here. Oh, there he is. There he is. Okay.
Oh,
Sorry.
there he is.
Oh, I didn't read that.
No.
I didn't read that fully before I put that up on the screen. Okay. All right, so Chris, tell us a little bit about yourself. Where are you from?
Well, I'm currently residing in Farmington Hills, Michigan. I'm 52 years old. And basically, I've been following wrestling for a number of years and the different belts that have been designed over time. But the biggest thing is I do not like the WWE anymore. I'm more the old school, and such as the old days of the NWA, the territories and stuff that I've read about and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And I got a huge collection of wrestling books with me that I found through either Amazon or eBay.
Okay. You got a few of those there with you, don't you?
I think.
I got them all that I dug up.
Okay.
Okay,
Those
there
are-
So, since
Yeah,
we've been
eBay's the
talking
best
about
place to find
Harley Race,
wrestling
one of
magazines.
his, that's his
Okay.
book,
That's awesome. Got that.
King
That's
of the
really
Ring.
King of the Ring.
Oh wow, that's cool.
good. Sub Mendoza.
Now, is that an
That's cool. I like-
autobiography?
What up?
Yeah, it's called King of the Ring, the Harley Race story. Harley Race with Jerry Tritz.
Okay, so it's not autobiography.
Yeah,
Okay, good.
he's got 2 of them
Yeah.
out, I believe. But yeah, that's
Yeah.
one.
I want that one, and I
Yeah.
want the one by Ric Flair to be the man.
There's a new one that about Ric Flair that just come out not too long ago called The
I want
Last
the one
Real
he
World
wrote.
Champion, I
Yeah.
believe.
Oh, Vinny.
He's right.
What's up, Vinny?
Another
Vinny.
book that everybody I think should have in their collection is, which is Hooker, when he was the NWA World Champion.
Ben has joined us
That's
finally.
pretty good.
Hey,
read.
Ben.
What's up,
Good
Ben?
evening.
Ben.
Good evening. Good
What's
evening,
up? What's
everyone.
up?
Good evening.
And you have some other books of particular interest to most of us on the screen. So
Right. I'll go get those right now. They're right next to me. And let's see. Here we go. We'll start with the top one here, the Crown Jewel.
I've got that belt coming next week.
Yep. Well, according to the author here, Dick Bourne, apparently
Great
the
writer.
belt is missing. Nobody knows where it's at.
Oh wow.
The two stories on this, according to this book was published in 2020. The 2 stories are one that was in Sam Munchnick's home, and it was stolen from there, but the family does not say it was. And the other story seems it was stolen out of Sam's office,
And Sam was the
so it's
promoter.
disappeared completely.
Sam Munchnick was the promoter in St. Louis.
Right,
Yeah.
right, yep. So that's what they seem to think is that belt has disappeared. Nobody knows where it's at.
And Harley Race was the last one to have that, which is why I think Sam had it.
Yeah, that's what the author Dick Bourne was saying towards the end of the book. He says
Okay.
basically that it was in the home, but the family denies that it was in the home, so they think it was in Sam's office and it got stolen out of the office.
That's a shame.
It's in my sock drawer.
Yeah, right. And of course, the 10 pounds of gold.
The one close to my heart.
Nice.
Yep. My
I think
favorite
most of
book.
us have that one.
This
I
is
don't.
the second edition.
That's a great read too, by the way. I highly recommend it.
Great book.
Yep. Okay. There we go.
The other one
Big
won.
goal. Yeah, the
On
last
my list.
time I
On
saw a copy of on eBay was running about $50.
mm-hmm.
You can get them cheaper at the Mid-Atlantic site, midatlanticgateway.com.
Oh, really?
Oh, really? Hope to check that
Yes.
out.
They're $35 there.
That's better.
Way better than 50.
There's your United States heavyweight title belt book.
Now that covers that cast one and then the 3 or 4 that followed it, correct?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay.
It's
10
got
pounds
the
of silver and
Yep, the small version that looked like the Southern heavyweight title, which is this right here.
yeah. And I don't know what that style is called, but that was a popular design back in that time.
Ben
Hey,
Ben owns the Cumberland one.
When you get
Yeah.
done, go full screen to me, and I'll show you where they can get these books at.
There's the Mid-Atlantic heavyweight title belt book.
Nice. See you, Johnny.
Have a good night, Gianni.
Canadian heavyweight title, which is that one there is a Mokovich version, the cast belt. And we were talking about this before the show started that he thought that was the belt that was being held up by Zac Efron in that movie poster from the Iron Claw, but it was actually the cast Texas, which was in the same style. I think you're having connection issues.
So there's that.
There he is. Yeah, there he is.
Yeah.
He froze up there for a minute.
You got a great
Yeah,
collection of
Sledgehammer.
books there, man.
Yeah, that's just the tip of the iceberg. Stampede North American heavyweight title. Yep.
Wow.
This was a cool find. I didn't even know this one was out there. I just happened to be on eBay. I typed in wrestling books and just started scrolling through to see what I could find. Because, like I said, I'm more old school wrestling and the newer stuff.
Yeah.
So I came across that and I said, I got to grab that.
There you go. That comment says it all.
Don't just collect belts, collect memorabilia. And that there's a lot of history in those books.
Yep.
A lot of
Now,
history that some of these younger guys don't know about that they would be
Yep.
amazed at.
Take a look at this one, guys.
That's old.
Yeah, 1950.
That's
Original
all
had
you
two
need,
copies. One of the copies was the cover was kind of separating from the pages, so I got an extra copy.
Oh, okay. Shrewd.
Two's better than one.
Twins.
Now here's
fancy.
here's the book that's look at the
Oh,
size of that one. That's
that's
beefy reading right there.
Yeah, it is.
Boy, that's a big one.
Yeah. Well, this one is on the untold story of the NWA stranglehold on pro wrestling.
That's a big one.
Oh
that's-
wow, man,
Look at the size of it.
that's some history right there.
Yep.
Beefy.
I'm glad this is a video, not audio only.
That's thick. The thicker, the better.
Look
Oh
how big
boy.
those twos are.
There you go. Here's something that you guys should try and get your
Guys,
hands
we're not even in the second hour yet.
Yeah, I know it. Mid-Atlantic.
That's
Is
a
that
tag team
Mid-Atlantic?
right there.
Okay.
your 75 and 76 year book and the back of the books as well.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
If
1975. Great.
you go on YouTube, you can find some videos from these eras, and it's excellent wrestling. Excellent wrestling.
Keep in mind,
1975.
guys,
Great
like
year. Great
like
year.
Mendoza said, if you collect these belts, he's got a book for each one of these belts in our collection.
Yeah.
You can tell the history of your belts.
Yep. Here's what the inside of that looks like for the ads and stuff from old time wrestling.
You talk about like the wrestling cards.
Yeah. All
Okay.
around Texas. Basically, how he put this together is that his grandparents had the newspapers, and the guy was cutting out newspapers to save them, and then he decided to publish it in the book.
Let me answer Mendoza's question. They'll say, she'd
Yeah,
say,
the thicker it is, it's usually better. It's more pleasing to have a thicker one when you're
Yeah.
when you're reading.
Don't forget to buy the book if you buy the belt.
yeah, there you go.
You don't need a cart.
There you
Thicker just means it lasts longer.
Yeah,
Oh
When you read it.
a lot longer reading. Yes.
Not the thick,
Was
it's
that
just
Bruiser
what you
Brody
do.
on the cover of that belt or that
Yeah.
book?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep, sure
And that's
is.
Sam Munch.
That's,
That's
a,
Sam
that's a really
Munchnick,
good
isn't it?
book. Really good book. That one.
That's Sam
Yep,
Munchnick on the
wrestling
yeah.
next Chase.
Yeah. Okay.
Recommend
Wow.
that one.
Again, an eBay find. Wrestling at the Garden, or in the Garden, and not
Oh,
Boston
wow.
Garden, but Madison Square Garden.
Yeah. See, I guess Boston Garden was showing me that the other night. You've got a treasure trove there.
I wonder if Phil's still watching. He'd like that one.
You know, I was telling him the other night. I said, something about you reminds me of Jim Cornette because of all this encyclopedias, the collection he's got there. If he had posters on the wall behind him, I swear he was in Cornette's upper attic.
All right, here we go. Here's another one.
Great
yeah.
read. Love that book.
Thank you,
Did
Scott.
this one as well.
And it's not too thick either.
That'd be a good read.
That's just the right size.
Minnesota Wrecking Crew.
Another
You're
good one.
welcome, Antonio.
Now, this is a very small book.
Yeah, it is a little small.
But you
Yeah.
do.
It'll work.
Here's Arn Anderson's first book that he did.
Never heard that.
Great
before.
read too. Love that book.
Yeah, his second
Gross.
book is going to be Arn and Nines.
Yeah, Arn's is a little thinner.
And the last one that I've got here, Legends of Pro Wrestling. However, I don't agree with the Hogan, Rock, and Cena being on the cover. But the other names that doesn't bother me, of course, the Wild Man himself.
In the book, but not on the cover.
Okay, you froze again. The Wild Man is Pampiro Firpo, isn't it? You froze up again.
Uh-oh.
He's
He
frozen.
might have to pop back out and come back in.
Let it go. Let it go. Okay.
Well, while he's
Yeah.
doing that, I can show where to get them.
Okay. Let me get this comment up here real quick. Yeah, Madison Square Garden was like the mecca of arenas.
Mm-hmm.
That was in our background.
Chris, if you can hear me, why don't you step out and come back in? Yeah, he froze up.
Just boot him might make it easier for him to
Yeah.
come back. He might
Oh.
not be able to.
Oh, he
Oh,
moved.
moved.
For a second.
Moved.
Second.
Look, he's breathing.
It moved.
Yeah. Chris, if you can hear me, you might. I'm gonna boot you out and just come back in. I'll bring you back in. I'll just kick you out and come back in.
We'll bring you in.
He'll bring
We'll
you
bring
in.
you in.
Just slide
Ben-
right back on in.
Ben, welcome to the show. There he is. He's back. Did everything work out on your?
There he is.
There he is.
They told
Okay.
me a whole nother hour. I
Yeah,
was like,
what's
nope.
taking
gotta
me
go.
off is
Okay.
I got a commitment.
Okay.
the thing
Appreciate
is
that.
technology It's not straight to the internet. That's not how I'm hooked up. I'm using Wi-Fi, and the Wi-Fi is kicking me off.
Oh.
So I hate
Okay.
technology.
Okay.
But here's the strange thing: when I was going through Google Meet to do some classes, online classes for a college course that I was learning about, it would not kick me off. Now, why it's doing it all of a sudden now is beyond me.
Do you have anything else open on your browser there? Clear it out so it's not running.
No,
in the
everything's
background?
shut off. No, nothing's
Well,
running.
Chris, that was an excellent collection.
Well, you're
man.
good now.
That was awesome.
Thank
Yes,
you
thank
for
you for
sharing
sharing
that.
that with
That
us.
was right. That was
Yep.
that was awesome. Those were some great reads, man, and that's what we need in the hobby is for people to show us stuff like that, so we can refer to stuff like that.
Definitely.
Great reading, man. Thank you.
I mean, it's not just
Yep.
about the belts; it's about the history of the belts. It's
Yep.
about
Yeah.
the history of wrestling.
It's,
Back in the day, the
Yeah,
belts meant something. There's a
exactly.
story around each belt. So
Yeah,
a
Well,
lot of
a
feuds
lot
were
of
started
people
because of
were
those
like-
belts.
yeah. Well, what was interesting, belts, and they listed as an NWA prototype under the big gold. What they don't understand was that was originally what Jim Crockett was going to have on the big gold was the NWA nameplate engraved on it. But due to the fact that they were withdrawing from the NWA, they said scratch it and just left it at that. And there's drawings of what it was going to look like in the big gold belt book.
Okay.
Yeah, the book goes into all that. It talks about that he saw the future coming. He knew what was coming down the road, and he didn't want to have to have a belt.
I'm actually
that
kind
had-
of
Well,
glad they
like I
didn't do
said,
that because it's beautiful the way it is.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Sure is.
That's it right there. There's the drawing of it.
Yeah, and a lot of
Where he
people
was gonna have the
mistaken
NWA
that
name
one
on it.
for. Then a lot of people
Wow.
mistake that one for the one that Leather Rebels did, but they're two different ones.
So there's the drawing of it. We're supposed to have the NWA name engraved on it until they cut back and said, no, we're just going to have it as the big gold, which has been used since. But that was what they were thinking of doing.
It's
Definitely,
fascinating.
Phil.
Whoops. What did I do? Okay. Oh,
To show you the site,
There
you
you
get them.
oh, I kicked him out.
Oh, that's
Sorry, I
wrong,
was trying to take him off full screen and kicked him out. Sorry about that. That's
I'm
not being a
being
good
good, I'm
host.
being
I apologize. Yeah, behave yourself. I'll do it again.
Look at that. We already got one.
Yeah, we already got. Yeah, I
All right, fair enough.
feel
Fair
like it's
enough.
gonna be a telethon for that
Don't
shirt.
need to be going back in the corner anyways.
No. Ben, you joined us late. Do you have any questions for Chris?
You know what? Chris is a great member, and we
He is.
appreciate your feedback, your constant interactions. We know what your favorite belt is.
Yep.
That's Ben's favorite too.
Yeah,
Ben
and
loves
I
that.
think he mentioned earlier in the show he didn't have a belt.
When Ben
he's-
gets
he's
married,
got
he
that big
can wear
library,
that
though.
belt down the aisle.
You might, Ashley.
There's what I like right there. There it is. Guilty.
Stone Globe. Yeah.
That's Ben's favorite belt too.
I'm
love
sorry.
that.
You're right.
I would
Everybody
definitely say
knows
that.
that.
So,
About that.
Ashley,
Worldwide, that's my favorite belt. Yes,
That's nice.
it's my
He wears it
favorite.
to bed.
What's interesting is in this book here, they're talking about Harley being temporarily champion because they were going to get it put on Jack Briscoe. So they turned this belt. He turned the belt back over to Sam, and this is the belt that they went with afterwards on the red leather.
What- Yeah, red
And-
velvet
and-
strap. Actually,
Yeah,
And the Crown Jewel is one of my favorite belts.
I've got one coming.
I for some reason it's something I gravitate towards that belt, and I had to get one. And the opportunity came up, and I was able to get one secondhand from someone. And I always liked that belt.
I'm gonna
Yep.
get one of those. That's on my list.
Yeah, I've got that belt coming
It
next week.
stinks that this thing has disappeared. Nobody knows where it's at. That's the bad part about where that original
I
belt.
just
went
told
to.
you it's in my sock drawer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Uh huh.
Hey, look, Mark, this is where if everybody wants to go and get these books, if you go to Mid-Atlantic Gateway, just type in Mid-Atlantic
Right.
Gateway and you'll see it. Just go to this
Mhm.
website.
Yep.
See up down here on the left-hand side, they're $29.99 right now, the books, and it'll take you
Nice.
to their Amazon page, and you can get them. But yeah, right now their books are $29.95. You click on it, It'll take you
You got it, Walt.
to their page, and there you'll
Yep.
see it. It'll say $29.95. They're on sale right now. It'll take you
Yep.
to their Amazon link, but it's got all the ones that the books that he was just showing you there: the 4 Horsemen, the 10 Pounds,
Yep.
Mid Atlantic, 1975, Minnesota Wrecking Crew. It's got all those, the Horsemen, So
Hey,
Mid
get it
Atlantic
posted
Gateway,
to the page, Phil.
Mid Atlantic Gateway.
Yep.
Okay, gotcha. All right.
Because people
Ben, I
jack
think
them
we
up
interrupted you. I
on eBay.
apologize.
Yeah, sorry about that, Ben.
That's okay. It's okay.
No, it's fine. You know,
Okay.
we're sitting here, you know, enjoying, you know, everyone being here.
Right.
So you said earlier you didn't have any belts in your collection, right?
None whatsoever.
Oh, you know, I appreciate you. You've always been very,
Get the phone call.
of course. Let me turn my ringer off. I'm
We always
sorry
don't
about
always get the
that.
phone call. His voice gets real quiet.
Okay, can you guys hear me?
That was somebody calling
Yeah,
you
Yes.
from Crown Jewel.
Yeah, we can hear you.
You're
Okay.
good, Ben.
Sorry about that. I forgot to turn my ringer off. So Chris, you've always been a very interactive member of the belt community. We
Right.
value your, you know, your opinions. You've always been very positive. You've always been very receptive. You've always been very interactive, and we appreciate that, man.
No problem.
So, you know, tonight we kind of baited you here, okay? And this is why we baited you here.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, it's a um
You're in trouble now.
on behalf of all of us here and our groups, Love Those Wrestling Belts, Wide World of Belts, Championship Belt Brothers, collectively spanning the globe, we would like, if you would please accept, we would like for you to have a belt of your own in your collection. And we would like,
Okay.
on behalf of me, I will send you this, the UWF television title.
Cool.
And
Awesome.
and please, you know, we hope that you will enjoy this. Whether you have 0 belts or 100,000 million belts, you're still
Right.
part of the community, and that goes for anyone. But
Definitely.
later on, I want to get your information and send this to you on behalf of all of us. And thank you and happy holidays.
All right. Thank you, man. That is cool and awesome.
And Chris, thank you for your knowledge, man.
Yes.
know,
Yes.
Your knowledge about the history of wrestling and the belts, it's fantastic.
Yep.
Yes,
Absolutely.
Thank you.
you're very appreciated member of the belt community, man.
I'm a
You're
There we go.
you're a positive light, and we
Yeah,
appreciate that.
definitely.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Definitely,
thank
Chris.
you on
I
behalf
apologize.
of
I
myself
apologize
so
and
for
all of
tricking
us.
you. I apologize for
That was
tricking you into
awesome.
coming on the show, but I think you'll understand. So.
Yeah, you know,
Well,
we kind of plotted this on you for weeks.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Uh,
We
so
did.
I knew you didn't have a belt, and you know, and it's always great to have a belt. Well, you know,
right.
we all that's what we're here for. We come together as wrestling fans, as belt collectors, as belt aficionados, as belt, you know, fans, and you know,
Right.
I
Right.
want to show the appreciation for you, and also, you know, bless someone with a belt
Yeah.
this
Thank you
holiday
guys so
season.
much. That is awesome.
You're
Chris,
welcome.
enjoy
Welcome.
it, man.
We
Cool.
Enjoy it,
appreciate
Chris.
you.
Yeah,
we appreciate you get. We
We
appreciate you
do.
being such a good sport and coming on the show. Just to be on the show.
Yep.
Uh,
Yep. That is no problem.
because what you shared with us is golden. I mean, it's just
Yeah.
we don't get that.
Mhm.
That's a treasure trove of knowledge, man. And
Absolutely.
we always, you know, we always say that, and we always try to relay that to everyone. But you know, for you, you've always been very kind, and I appreciate that. And
Right.
very, you know, you're very open to everyone else's opinions too.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And we appreciate that. We do.
You know,
Yep.
that
It's like-
is leaving it better than you found it. That's what
There you
do
go.
every
Absolutely.
day.
Yeah.
Definitely.
And
There you
thank
go.
you.
Exactly. Thank
So-
you.
And as I told you the other night, you're welcome to stay for the whole show. We didn't just bring you on just for that.
No, get out. Get out.
as
Right.
Luna Vachon would say,
Get the
Take your belt and get
out.
out of here.
Hurry up and get. Come on, Kevin.
Don't let the
Now
door hit you in the
you
ass
gotta
on the way
go.
out.
You just can't stay here. This is our show. You gotta be better than that.
We found you. Now get the out.
Get out.
But no,
That's what we do here, y'all. We have a
And you
good
really
time.
ain't getting no belt, you little. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm a little too
Well, the
far.
problem is, guys, you can't get rid of me now.
I said get out.
hey,
You better
Chris,
get out now.
I don't have the
Walmart's
picture.
closed.
welcome to the hobby,
Sorry,
man.
I thought we were talking
Welcome.
to
Thank
John.
you for your knowledge.
My bad.
Yes.
Thank you.
It was awesome,
It's awesome.
man.
Yeah, thank you guys. That is
What do
really
we
cool.
do after that, man? I mean, hey, follow that up.
Just let Ben keep cussing.
I guess.
Oh boy.
We can go all on Kevin Rhodes if we
Well,
want.
Chris, this is just the first hour. Wait till the second hour comes
Second
out.
hour.
No, Kevin, that's second hour material. Okay.
Oh,
I can-
Gotta
oh,
wait.
can-
okay.
Gotta wait
I
for
can
that
sum
part.
up. I can sum up what just happened in one word.
Hey, Rhodes.
Aha.
Aha! Aha!
But that's great. I mean, this is what the hobby is about. Not just giving belts away, but sharing knowledge, sharing materials, things like that. So that's what we
Mhm.
show.
Sure is.
Well, like we said, the younger guys in this generation, they don't know the history of the belts that they buy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It doesn't.
Yep.
Why did we do that? Ben hasn't mailed it yet, so I mean,
No.
this is just all for show. So, I mean, once the guy's off, screw
Yeah.
that. We got
Aha.
Hello,
There you go.
Rylan. Hello, Rylan.
Hey, Rylan.
Rylan, how you doing, buddy?
He's probably embarrassed.
ratings. Oh, Ashley wants to chime in too. She said,
Yeah. Yeah. Shouldn't talk like that. Not around me, anyway.
you
This
just
is
won't know 'cause
Tony
you're
Khan's
daddy.
1000th announcement. But no, no, we're very
Yes,
happy
1000.
for you. We're very happy to have you on the show. We'd like to have
We
guests on every
appreciate
once
you,
in a
buddy.
while, and I have another guy I want to bring on at some point in time, not for a belt, but just bring him on.
Yeah, don't everybody expect that. to
I'm
be-
done with belts. I'm not giving any more.
No. I've given away
Maybe.
2. Ben's given away 1.
Thanks,
Maybe.
So,
Maybe.
Let's give our next
Yeah,
guest.
maybe.
All right, Andy. Who you giving
Maybe.
away your belt to? Mark, you're up next.
it's gonna be like whack-a-mole on the show.
Right.
Yeah, guys, I don't have any belt. This is just a picture thing back here. See?
Yeah, mine is just the paper background.
It's not,
Hey,
If
Kevin,
y'all
what's
believe
that,
what
what's that
I
big belt on the
got
top
a
shelf?
bridge in
next to
Brooklyn, I
Hot-
could sell you for $1.25.
what, Mark?
What was that? I interrupted you. I'm sorry. Chris, what were you saying? I'm sorry.
If you believe what he's saying, Kevin is saying, I got a bridge in Brooklyn I can sell you for $1.25. Real
There you
cheap.
go.
It's beer 30 right now. Okay. I had a train of thought and I've lost it, guys. That just moved me too much. I forgot what I was going to talk about.
That's what happens at our age.
Yeah,
Take the
yeah,
lead.
yeah. Oh, I know what I was going to talk about. We've been talking about this for a while. That movie, The Iron Claw, is coming out next month. And I'm
Mhm.
looking forward to it. They're
Me too.
releasing pictures. There's only one
Right.
trailer out that I've seen, but they keep releasing tease pictures, like movie posters.
Mhm.
And this one popped up, and we were talking about this before the show. Chris thought this was the Canadian Heavyweight Championship, which is actually the Texas Heavyweight Championship. Actually, I zoomed in on the picture to verify that. And that is one of the authentic belts they used back in
What did
the early days.
why
of
do they
World
look
Class.
like Chippendales?
Yeah.
Somebody
Interesting.
Yeah,
selling
I wouldn't
right
know what they
now.
look like, but okay.
Yeah, that is the yeah, I wouldn't either. That is the Mokovich version of the
That
Texas
was the
Heavyweight
mistake that I was
Championship.
making.
Let me bring you back up there. Huh? Keep holding it up.
Which one does the
Oh,
Iron
shoot.
Claw?
There you go. They all did it. They all did
See,
it.
that's what I
Yeah,
thought
did
it
it?
looked like.
Does
Fritz
their
Fritz
lineage?
taught them how to do it.
Does who is it? One of their family members still wrestles? Does he do it?
Oh, the sons of Kevin do. Yeah, they've used it.
Yeah,
Do
they
the Iron
do it.
Claw?
Yeah.
But I put up this picture just to explain that this is one of the only authentic belts from that time period that I saw in the movie posters, because this picture came up. This is the Freebirds, the guys that play the Freebirds. You got Buddy Roberts
I
on the
knew that.
left, Michael Hayes in the middle, and Terry Gordy on the right. And they're holding 6-man World Tag Team Championship belts.
Oy vey.
What I noticed
Those
about
were-
those belts, first off, those are not the WCCW 6-man tags. When they first
Definitely
came
not.
up with that championship, when the Freebirds came in the territory, they had a trophy they carried around.
And
And it wasn't until I think 2 years later they finally came up with belts. But those appear to me to be the ones used by the Road Warriors and Dusty Rhodes when they were the 6-man tag champions.
Mm-hmm.
But I look more closely, and if you look at Terry Gordy's left shoulder, he's got that belt draped over his shoulder. That leather cut does not match the contour of that side plate, which leaves me to believe that maybe they either ordered a set of plates from a maker and threw it on some leather, or this is a prop department job.
Well, they look
those-
brass.
those-
to me.
Yeah, those aren't authentic.
Yeah, those
I've
things
got
look like they 2 millimeter ass here.
I have a replica of the 6-man tags that they used.
Alabib.
This is it.
Yep.
This is what they
That's
used.
the ones that had. Yep.
However, the tan area was actually supposed to be gold. I'm gonna repaint this to fix the gold, but it's a beautiful belt. This was actually made by Tanvir Kershit, Dream Championship belts. So anyway, that's what the actual belt looked like. If they that consulted me, I could have told them.
Very nice. That is a very popular belt for people to buy. When I was selling belts and I would get those in, those 6-man tags would leave immediately. People would boom. They'd see a picture and I would keep them like a day.
Oh yeah.
So those are very sought after, very nice
Very
design
nice, yes.
championship.
But get the gold paint, not the tan paint. Scott, we'll talk sometime. We'll talk. He's from Oklahoma.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she did.
Stole your train of thought.
Just stole the train. There you go. Yeah. 2 millimeter props. Yeah, they could be. They could be. They might have had a low budget for this film, but I don't know where they got the actual Texas cast belt. But I'm not sure what that
Chris
means.
walked out of
what-
the room and went, "Yes!"
Get out off, Mark.
And then came back in.
I was going to bring movie championship props. Yeah, there you go. Oh man. Anyway, I'm still looking forward to that movie coming out. We were talking before the show about that, and somebody said that Lance actually has the guy that plays Lance. It was
MJF.
MJF, yeah, plays Lance Von Erich. Only has how much screen time in the movie?
10 seconds.
10 seconds.
10
He
seconds.
comes on, he says hi, and that's
Doesn't even
it.
talk, probably doesn't even talk. So
No, he probably says beep you, and then
Right. I
Lance
mean,
was-
that's all he deserves with 10 seconds.
yeah. Well, the real Lance Von Erich was kind of laid back and quiet. He didn't say a whole lot. Richard.
Yeah.
let your funk and tell there, brother.
Yeah, you let your fucking tell. Johnny went back to work, so he's like,
No comment. No comment. Leave it alone.
Yeah.
Walk away.
But the movie comes out late December. What, December 22nd?
22nd.
At a theater near you. And I still haven't decided whether I'm going to take a belt with me or not. If it's a bigger movie theater, I might. This is a small theater. I don't wanna
JC
just spend
Penny, $4.99.
Richard's gonna take his towel.
that- Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Ben's got his cummerbund. Are you gonna take your
Yeah,
cummerbund?
Ben's got to take the cummerbund.
Scott makes a
Yeah,
good point. They
it's
could've-
it's
Yeah.
formal. It's formal.
Awesome comment there, Scott.
just consult Chris. He's got the book on all the belts. So
There you go.
I want the big gold book and the U.S. title book. Those are the belts I
Get them
follow.
while they're on sale. $29.
That's
them
what I
all.
said. They're gonna be hot. Telling you,
Hot, 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 hot.
it's like these shirts.
These shirts are a hot ticket right now. Get yours today while they're
I
still
keep
available.
going like this.
Yanni.
Don't feel left
Oh.
out, Andy. I didn't get one either.
Yeah.
Ben, yeah,
Okay,
they
you
just,
do
they
have-
just left us out. with the shirts. Yeah,
I saw.
Before the show, I was like, "We're twinsies."
Yeah, we are. Somebody take the damn money. Luna says, "I'll take it."
That's what all these new guys
You
that
know
are
her
in the
voice
wrestling business should go back and look at how they do promos.
Yep.
Yeah.
You know her voice had to hurt after giving an interview.
Mine
doing
hurts
that.
just doing the imitation.
Yeah.
Chris, you got to see some of my promos and Mark's from back in the day.
A lot of the today's wrestlers could take a lot of lessons from the promos of yesteryear.
Oh yeah, old school.
They're too busy dancing on TikTok in their workout gear.
I can't help it. I like doing that. Don't get jealous.
Well, we put so much time and effort into ours, and we only get like 4 views from Gianni. I'm tired of only Gianni seeing it.
Jeez.
Right, Richard? I mean,
well, I figured I put on my bicycle pants and he could see them, you know.
Yeah.
But he doesn't even give me a like or a share.
Yeah, I mean, we work hard at that.
Jeez.
Somebody leave.
God.
No, we got moved around, but that's okay.
Oh,
We're
okay.
good. We're good.
I didn't do that. I didn't see it. I was looking at some.
Look where I'm now.
I saw something else today, and I didn't really get a chance to read about it. I heard somebody mention it. But there is something out there that the WWE and the Big 12 Conference are getting together to make a custom belt for the Big 12, either the championship team or the most valuable player. Has anybody heard that?
I heard that their logos could be in the championship game of the Big 12 on the field. I heard that.
Okay, maybe that's what it was.
The WWE logo?
Yep.
Oh, so they're sponsoring the championship?
Yep.
One of the sponsors? Okay.
Mhm.
But was
I
like, how are they gonna
also
make a belt?
heard down the road, guys, we can actually see sponsors on the ring mats in WWE.
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm not
Yeah,
a
I
fan
can
of
see
sponsors.
that,
the other night.
I
So
hope
it's
not.
like
Yeah, I don't like that.
I don't like that at all.
that's just annoying. Even in the UFC ring, I hate to say it, but it's annoying seeing all those advertisements in the UFC octagon.
And I get it.
and
What are they gonna go? Remember, I hated growing up when you would see some of the indie guys or some of the rings that they use. I guess a ring was broken. Remember, they used to use a boxing ring every now and then for wrestling
Mhm.
rings. They had that big full pad. That used to irritate me. I was like, "That's a boxing ring. It's not a wrestling ring."
You know what
Yeah,
they
that's
could do? What they could do instead of buying a mat with or the canvas with the logo on there, the projector like they do with the first down
That
line of
changes.
the NFL.
Yeah.
Because
definitely.
nobody's sitting in the arena is going to be able to see that.
Yeah,
Mhm.
the broadcast only sees it like they do with the NFL. I mean, they do in the NFL, and
I
they
think
do
they'd
in
be
NBA.
smart to do it
NBA
that
courts
way.
Show it.
Yeah,
The
yeah.
NBA courts show it.
Because I think in a live event that would be annoying.
Yeah,
to see that
Platinum,
on-
you're right. I don't like the sponsorships on the jerseys. I can't stand that.
I don't like the
Baseball
names of
jerseys,
companies on
NBA jerseys.
stadiums
Yeah.
either.
Exactly. Speaking of
They-
boxing rings, did you all see what Bruno had to say about that in his Hall of Fame speech? He was talking about being in the wrestling ring. That's why he was tore up so bad. That was all he had was those boxing rings.
Oh wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I
that's
don't
what
think
he
they
got.
were forgiving.
When the
No, they weren't, because basically what they were saying was it was just like wrestling on concrete.
I don't
There
doubt
was just
that.
no give in those things whatsoever.
Well, because boxers weren't supposed to fall down like that. Fall down,
no,
yeah,
right.
but not
There's-
from the
yeah,
top
if
rope.
you're bouncing, you're going to hurt your knee when you're boxing like that because of how you're stepping. And if it's bouncing, you're going to do some damage to your knees when you're trying to straight punch.
Yep. So that's what Bruno was talking about during his Hall of Fame speech, that he was so tore up from just being in those rings like that.
But look at a lot of the old school guys. They took tons and tons of bumps on
Oh,
the
yeah.
concrete outside the rings. They didn't have all that mat. I mean, you go back to I was just watching a match the other day with Rock and Roll and Midnight, and Bobby Eaton constantly taking those suplexes right on that concrete.
In the
exactly.
60s and in prior decades, like in the 60s, 50s, they didn't even have pads on the turnbuckles. It was wrapped in tape.
And now you got these athletes. Oh, I'm out 6 weeks for a hangnail.
Yeah. Yeah.
My toenail.
Yeah. I farted too loud. I need to sit out tonight.
Who's that quarterback for Cleveland?
Deshaun Watson
What's his
got a
name?
bone
Yeah, Deshaun,
bone
yeah,
injury in his throwing shoulder. He's just got season-ending surgery.
Worst thing Cleveland ever did was getting him. Worst thing ever.
Yeah.
I disagree.
He just came off
I
that
think-
reserve.
I think he's great.
He gets hurt all the time.
I think he's
Kev.
massaged. Just
Well,
to give
since he's
him
been back, he's
options.
been hurt twice. But you can't. I mean, look how many games. Do you say the same? Because Kansas City starter has missed some. Your Bengals guy has missed a lot with his knee issues. I mean, it happens, but
Yeah.
it's sad
I
to
don't
see
want
because
him
I was, yeah. Well, it was exciting to see because I wanted to see them three teams go at it. That division is real tough.
It is.
But I agree with you. They're the worst. This is the worst decision they made because he just had too much baggage coming with him.
Mm-hmm.
I guess you're the
Baggage.
massage parlors. He's lucky he didn't get prosecuted for that.
We don't need no sticky
But-
badges.
But they tried to sue
Yeah,
him and
see
it didn't pan out. He did nothing
No.
illegal. People, these kids coming in the NFL and sports entertainment need to learn that there's these women out there that just want that, and then they're going to claim that you did something to them when it was consensual. So you got
Yeah.
to pay
Well,
attention
another
when you
bad
get
thing.
money.
Yeah. Another bad thing is these young guys will go out to these bars at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. Nothing good happens when you're out that late at 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning in these bars, because you're going to either have a woman screaming rape, or they're going to say that you got into a fight with somebody and you weren't even there at the time.
Or
So
him just going
that's
around
dangerous.
sleeping with every woman he can. It's not smart to do that anyway. You're gonna have something's gonna happen.
Yep.
Scott's doing a Hulk Hogan promo in the comments. Good stuff. Good stuff. We sneaked into hour number 2. You
Oh
believe it?
wow, we didn't even
How's
hear
our
the
number?
ding ding. What happened
No,
to
we
the
didn't.
ding ding?
Well,
No,
I
we're
forgot.
Oh, Andy's got the balloons. Look, yay!
Oh
Celebration.
man, we still don't know how he does that.
All right.
So let's do it right this second.
Uh-huh.
So that means the top of the second hour, we need to promote our sponsors again. That is Mark Leather Championship Barrel Leathering and Unique Championship Belts. And we also have one unofficial sponsor. That is Ashley Southern Designs.
She's one of the sponsors.
She's
one
not
of
an
the
actual sponsor,
sponsors.
but she's my daughter, so I'm trying to promote her work. So be sure you check her out. She's made these great
Right.
T-shirts for us. I'll give you a good shot of it. There you go. Somebody take the damn money. I want rid
It's a
of Blair.
T-shirt you can actually hear.
Yes.
Mhm.
Exactly. Even if you're
Yep.
blind.
Yep.
I can just
I
imagine
just-
Mark at the bank with that shirt on.
Well, I wore my only Marks T-shirt there, and they thought it was something else. So.
Yeah.
Have you guys seen the picture? And I don't know who this guy is. Was jumping off the top turnbuckle to Samoa Joe, and he just
Oh my God.
just kind of walked off, and the guy's like, "What the heck?"
Yeah, he's got his
There.
arms up. They're like, what's going on? Yeah.
I got,
This
like,
is what
Yep,
we talked
that's
about.
all.
Remember,
Yeah.
a couple of times on the show, they're waiting for him to jump, and the guy jumps, and he's like, "Wait a minute, where are you?"
yeah. let me pull this picture. Hold on a second.
Joe's like, "I'll just walk over here."
Yeah, I'll watch you land from over here. I don't get hurt. don't land on me. Oh man, that's great stuff. I've seen him do that before, though. Oops.
Oh, he does it in almost every one of his matches.
Yeah,
It's like part of his
I
little
don't.
gimmick.
It's funny, but I don't really like it. It just
Joe,
adds more.
in person, he's actually comical in person. He's cool.
Is he?
Yeah.
Okay, let me upload this picture. Give me a second. Just the video's even funnier, but the still picture of this guy just told like, "Where are you going?"
I mean, the cameraman was awesome. He caught him like,
Here you go. Yeah, he's like, "Hey, I'm over here."
it looks like a WWE match. Hey, over here.
Yeah. What to say? There says me
Basically
watching my
says,
self-respect leave me when a 6-foot tattooed bearded man pays me attention.
Actually, he's thinking, when is this flight stopping? How hard is it going to hurt when I land?
Yeah, yeah.
Hey, Joe, you're supposed to be down there.
Appreciate that, Platt. Appreciate that. Yeah, the
He took
side
this
step. I guess
time.
what they call it, that move with the side step. It's like a
Yeah.
finishing move avoidance system or something. I don't know.
Right.
He just
he did a lot
casually
of
just
things
steps her out.
well.
I'll be over here when you come down.
He's like, I'm going to get a beer. I'll be back.
Yeah. You know, I like Chris because he's not afraid to talk. We've had people on here before that, you know, and a lot of us dominate the conversation. I'm one of them. I get that, but he's not afraid to jump in there and go, "Hey guys, I'm here." We didn't ask you on for nothing, so
Yep,
we appreciate that. We appreciate that.
no problem.
So,
Just definitely awesome.
Yeah, and we talked last week also about Vince McMahon selling off his shares. And did you guys read what the final figures were after taxes? I think it was like 70 some odd $1 million
Ooh.
Yeah, it was big bucks.
after fees, not after taxes.
Huge.
After fees.
Yeah,
That's a good chunk of change.
like he needs more.
Right.
I could
Well, he
maybe
needs to
stretch
buy
it
just
out.
for men, so it's expensive.
Well, here's your guys' question. What do you think Shane McMahon thought of this merger? We haven't heard from the boy wonder in a long time.
No, we
Oh,
haven't.
he's quiet. Yeah.
I think he got pushed out.
Stephanie's the
Um,
main child in that business, or was, I should say, or
Oh,
whatever.
definitely,
Yeah.
definitely.
Stephanie. It's Stephanie.
Yeah. I think Shane got pushed out.
Mhm.
Well, she's got her dad and her husband, so she kind of had the leverage.
Yeah,
there.
she's doing pretty well. Yeah.
Yeah, she's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what I use it for. Is pays the legal fees. He's going to need it.
Right.
I forgot to remind everybody also that if you're watching us on YouTube, that portion of the show is sponsored by, or not sponsored by, but is made possible. Sorry, I get my wording right. Made possible by a partnership with the Brothers of Kayfabe podcast. That is Landon Baumgartner and Jake Keel out of Oklahoma City. And they love to talk about ECW. They're big ECW fans, WWE fans. These are the guys right here. Jake's on the left, Landon's on the right.
Shout out to Jake.
They are on
Kenzer Keel.
Yeah, Kenzer Keel. He's also a wrestling manager. Does a great job. I've seen him do it in person. Landon is a great guy too. He does not get involved in the business specifically, but he's got a lot of wrestling knowledge too, as far as ECW. And they're both new dads. So
Mm-hmm.
Jake has a little girl, Moxley, and Landon's got a boy. He just born just a few months ago. I can't remember the guy's name or the kid's name, but
The guy.
He's a guy.
yeah, he's a
already?
boy. Boy's a guy. So
Oh,
guy's
I thought
name.
you-
That's
He's-
the guy, and that's the guy of the other
he's
group.
he's
right
the
there.
other baby. He's the other
He's
baby.
the other guy,
Oh, it's the other
right?
baby.
The other
Yeah,
guy's
he's the other
right
baby.
Sorry, I got confused there for a second.
I love that picture.
I was trying.
He's like, "Oh, did I just fart?"
Yeah,
Yeah.
that wasn't funny.
Actually, that picture of Tony looks like he's had way too much caffeine.
Yeah, down there.
Too much
Yep,
whiskey.
that was it.
Yeah,
that
too much
definitely
something,
wasn't
and it
a-
now starts with a C. It ain't caffeine.
He's like, that definitely wasn't a fart.
He probably supplied the cocaine for the NWA scene.
There you go. Now
It
it's
was
all
a
making
plan.
sense, Mark.
It's crushed up Adderall.
Well, somebody was saying
I
that
like that idea. I
Orton
think
was trying to capitalize on the Attitude Era
Oh yeah,
with
Oh,
that
yeah.
segment. It's
yeah.
like,
no doubt.
no, that don't work.
Nope.
The Attitude Era worked when it worked. When you try to do it now, you're gonna get thrown right off
I
deep
mean,
end.
that cute little deal they did there cost him a TV contract. I mean, how?
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah,
from what I'm reading, he's still with the CW, but he's going to be stuck on their app.
yeah, on the app. Yeah, not TV.
That's
he's
it.
still saying
No.
that the TV deal's alive and well. I mean, that's what he's saying.
Well,
And
technically,
I doubt it,
it is.
NXT's got the deal from what I,
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
do. They do.
but I basically doubt it because if he did all this stuff with that cocaine segment, the higher ups in the CW ain't going to put up with
No,
that
no.
stuff. That's why I think they went and saw what the WWE wanted to do, and that's why they offered WWE for NXT to come to CW. That's basically
And you
it.
can't blame them. You can't blame
Yeah.
them.
No.
CW has too much of a wide range because not only if it's on the cable provider, it's on regular antenna, and
Yep.
Yep.
there's people out here that still use the ultra antenna, whatever it's called now.
Well, back in the
Um,
day, SmackDown was on it. Remember?
yeah, so SmackDown was on CW, and their ratings were higher on CW, wasn't it?
Yep.
So I mean, it's
Yep.
proven to be on network television that is still terrestrial, and also through the providers and online. You know,
Could you
that's
just
gonna boost
imagine
the ratings.
if they put Raw on CW?
They probably would never do that because of the advertising and just the history of that show drawing the ratings. Except for when they have to bump up against Monday Night Football. Um, so it that differs. That's I don't know if that could ever work for Raw.
Scott, that's not nice.
That's hilarious.
Yeah.
Oh, I needed that tonight.
I want my powdered sugar back.
Oh man.
Oh, Shaggy.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Oh man.
I did hear that they were thinking of putting Raw on FX at one point.
At one time, yes, I remember that was floating around.
You guys remember when it was on MTV?
Yeah.
Ooh, Ben, look at that shirt, man.
Jake the Snake.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I like that.
Look at you. Way to go, Mr. Miller.
Hey, nice shirt, man.
Next thing you know, Mr. Miller, next thing you know, he'll be go out buy a belt that he
I did that in my video today.
That was almost crouch cam. Almost crouch cam.
Almost.
Hey, I got some NWA news here if you want to hear it.
Okay.
Shoot.
House of Wrestling reports. NWA is expected to make cuts to its roster and budget cuts to various production areas soon. The
Yeah,
one
I
that
posted
didn't
in
get
the
the TV
chat
deal.
today.
Ooh.
That's
Yeah,
what
I
I
saw
posted.
that.
Yeah.
One source spoken said that Billy Corgan will be making cuts at every corner. What's left to cut?
right.
Corgan
Not
has
much,
been funding.
not much.
It says he said Corgan has been funding everything out of pocket for the NWA. There has been little to no sponsorship money coming in. That's because you've been snorting it all, and has spent millions on Power and the NWA reality series, which is stupid to begin with.
Yeah.
One example they were given on the production side is that hair and makeup department budget will be cut roughly in half. Should be up to the wrestler. This weekend's NWA Power tapings will primarily only have contracted talent appearing in a bare bones crew. Exceptions to the rule regarding non-talent will be Mike Cox and blah 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 blah. Mike Cox and Violent J, who flies himself in and works for free. Holy crap! And this is crazy. The current NWA Tag Team Champions, the Kratos, is also not under contracts but holds the titles. They are two wrestlers playing a masked tag team that are also not under contract but working a NWA-owned gimmick. NWA talent can no longer fly in the day before shows. By doing so, the NWA no longer pays extra hotel costs.
Golly.
So basically, the NWA is a bag full of.
Well, there were rumors that
I
that he
can't
wasn't
stand
giving
it,
him their
Well, I
spots
got
until
a feeling
the
that
show.
What's up, Pat?
You've
Yeah, I got a-
ruined the NWA.
I got a feeling that Corbin's going to have to sell the NWA if it's sinking that badly.
It's on life
brother,
support,
don't
guys.
say that.
It's on life
Don't-
support right now.
Don't say that because Tony Khan's gonna buy it.
No, right
No,
now they need
I
Jim
hope-
Cornette to
I
sweep
hope no.
in and take over.
I really hope that Stephanie, her brother, and
Triple H,
Triple H go in there and buy it.
that would be nice.
I was thinking
I'd like
Shane.
to see Shane McMahon get in there, and then Shane put Jim Cornette in charge and
As
say,
long as
"Go
Vince
for it."
doesn't buy it.
Yeah. Well, Vince has got his own
People are-
issues right
people
now.
are
Vince is probably
desperate for
waiting.
old school
Vince is
wrestling.
probably waiting until AEW starts. IEW.
Oops. We lost
Wouldn't
Andy.
shock me one bit.
We lost you there for a second. What were you saying right before that?
Oh no, I was just gonna say that Vince is waiting for AEW to go down the toilet, and he's gonna buy it and go after, competition. I mean,
You know, they let good talent go to begin with. They should have never let Brock Anderson go anywhere when they had their reins on him before he got to AEW, and they didn't use him because they got 10 million guys.
Right,
they
Phil?
lost Brock and Arn. Both of them left the same.
There you go.
Phil
Phil's
makes a good
comment
point
right
here.
there.
It's
Yep.
like he doesn't care about the NWA because he's on tour all the time.
He doesn't. It's just NWA is just a toy for him. It's just
Well, supposedly he either calls or texts his people to tell him what he wants to do on the show while he's on the road.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's
That
not
don't
that's not a
work.
good
That
thing.
doesn't work.
no
How about this? Own the company, but put somebody in charge that's
that knows what
been
they're
in the
doing.
business and knows what they're doing. Just like Tony Khan.
Yeah.
Same
Well,
thing.
it's coming to a head, and I hope it loses. I'm sorry to say this. I hope it loses more money to where it has to be sold.
Mm-hmm.
Well, another
But
thing
Tony
too
Khan-
is WWE also has to get rid of these Hollywood scriptwriters. That's ridiculous. Get
Yeah.
back to the old school train of thought with the storyline that you can follow, not just
But
So
Tony
if I
Khan's
get
going to
the-
keep going because
Or
he's
here,
got
there, and there,
the
everywhere
money
else.
funding everything.
Get the wrestlers' input on it. Trust the wrestler.
Yep.
If you,
Yep.
this is the problem: is you're signing so much talent, and that talent isn't worth half of what you're paying it because
No.
they can't do anything on their own. You
Yep.
need to. What do you need to be? Why do you need to be doing their hair and makeup? They do that themselves.
Right?
Yeah.
You
They're
paint your own
they're big
face, you
boys
do
and
your own
girls. They can
hair.
handle that themselves.
Yeah, that's your responsibility. Quit wasting money on that stuff, but get the wrestlers'
Yeah,
input.
exactly.
If they're not good enough to work a microphone, then they're not good enough to have a contract.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they get back to the basics.
yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Exactly.
They don't need scriptwriters. Cut that budget. Make these wrestlers
Yeah.
learn how to do promos.
Yeah, tell
Yeah.
the story in the ring.
Do it like Dusty was doing in NXT.
Like I tried to watch. I gave it another try to watch, and I haven't started on WWE. Just focusing on the last 2 weeks, trying to watch AEW. And this dumb organization has their main champion now for the past 2 months going out there without his belt because it was stolen by another wrestler who comes out and talks to him face to face. The guy's
Yeah.
right there with your belt, and the storyline is you can't get it back. Why?
Yeah.
And the guy that got it is a guy that looks like he changed my oil last week. That's who your main guys are.
Tell you what,
Stop hiring 5'8"
Which guy-
guys that
Jay
weigh
White's who he's
138
referring to.
pounds. Stop it.
Yeah.
Go get a freaking wrestler.
Mm-hmm.
They got one. They got one. Warlow.
Good night, Mark.
MJF, he's great.
Right, there
but
you
he's
go.
sinking. They're making.
Oh, wait a
him
minute.
look
Wait a minute.
Terrible.
Aha.
Uh-huh.
But I've tried to watch it and I can't. It's so stupid. It's big move after big move after big move, and then it's the littlest thing that pins him. That's not
Yeah.
a crescendo. That's not building up.
A
All I
devastating
know is
finisher doesn't do the job anymore. It's like,
Saturday night, I want to see MJF win, and then Warlow come out and challenge him for the belt. And
But they need to
"My time is
reignite.
now."
They need to reignite that rivalry
The
and
storyline,
build it
yeah.
up.
If they want to do it right, Tony Khan needs to do what Vince McMahon did years ago and have him be the guy behind the mask and come in and be just the evilest jerk. That's the only hope they have right there, I think. Tony
Yep.
Khan is
It worked for Vince. It worked
Yep.
for Bischoff.
that would
You
be the
know.
best thing that they could do.
And why is their main matches with what's the guy that always likes to get bloodied up? What's him?
Moxley.
Moxley.
Him and then the other one that's Chris Jericho's partner. He always gets in those matches. What's his tag partner right now?
Omega. Kenny Omega.
Yeah, Omega. He always does. The indie shows were all about that tables mess. I'm sick and tired of seeing the tables thrown
I am
through the
too.
tables,
Yeah.
the thumbtacks, the hitting of the chair. That's indie show stuff that I see at my
I
local high
agree.
school. If you
Smut shows.
can't get beyond that, and the thing that they think that they're eating it up is the dumb crowd.
Yeah.
Holy
This
crap.
is awesome. No,
Yeah.
it's
No,
not.
it's not.
No, it's not.
You're just dumb.
look at that platinum.
Yeah.
Dumb.
Yeah.
Good night, Platinum.
See you, Platinum. Take care, buddy.
Yeah, they're sitting
Say
there to
Platinum.
chant, "This is awesome" with a bunch of drop kicks.
Yeah.
I'm tired of hearing the what? What?
What?
They do it with
Yeah.
everybody now. I'm tired of hearing that.
It's like
Yeah,
that's
I
like
like-
a 50-year-old thing.
I like
Yeah.
it.
Austin was doing that years ago.
I
Well, the
like
crowd
it.
sh-
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know,
the crowd
a
should
lot
not
of
be
the-
part of the act. The
A
crowd's
lot
there
of the
to be entertained.
guys from Ring of Honor are great, and AEW is not using them right. Ring of Honor has had 10 times better wrestlers than AEW now does today.
Yeah. Tony just bought it for the library. That's it.
Yep.
What was the guy that who's the guy that fought Ric Flair? I'm sorry with my head issues, guys. It's not that I don't know these guys. The guy that fought Ric Flair in his last match.
Jay Lethal.
Oh,
Jay
yeah,
Lethal?
Who does the mimic of Macho Man and some of
Yes,
those
Jay
other-
Lethal.
Yeah.
absolutely
Yeah, Jay Lethal.
stunning. And
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
use him.
Well, they're making him a joke. They're making him a joke in AEW.
Yeah, Tony Khan is so quick to want to sign these big names, and then he gets them and he doesn't use them the way they should be.
Sanjay Dutt. He's a good guy in the
Well, yeah.
ring.
Yeah,
He's making him a joke.
hmm
Yeah. Well,
it's all cartoons now.
Yeah. Here's an interesting thought. They built up this feud between Shinsuke and Seth Rollins, and Seth has still got the belt. I thought, why did you guys sign Shinsuke from New Japan, put him in your shows, give him the secondary titles, but never give him a shot at the big one?
Yeah.
That's a waste of time and talent right there.
Yep.
And
What they should have
Shinsuke
done
was
was have
one of the
Shinsuke. Oh, go ahead.
Shinsuke was the biggest star in New Japan for at least the last 15 to 20 years prior to that. And they took him
Yep, exactly.
and reduced him to a mid-card status when he was the lead in your main competitor in the world. And you reduced him to, like you said, into the mid-level, mid-card status when they obviously didn't really look into Shinsuke and what he did for New Japan. I always said Shinsuke should go home, leave and go
CJ,
back.
you
to
said
Japan.
it. You said it too. But I hear
Well, it's not till recently. Look what they did with Finn Balor. It wasn't until recently, till he's in part of Judgment Day. He was just mid-card, even sent down to NXT for a long time. I mean, they didn't use him right, and they got him from New Japan. I know he got
He's
hurt.
another one. He's another one. He walked away from a major push to come to WWE.
Yep.
And it a lot. Oh, good.
No, I was gonna say that Jonah or what's his name? Big dude. I can't think of the name. Where's the flames on his trunks?
We'll call him
Anyway,
Flame.
he walked away from a big push from New Japan, came back to WWE after they had cut him. Nothing with him. I don't get it.
The thing that's hurting them is they think if they can't build them around the world title, nobody gets a push. What the problem is you need to push the mid card titles better and make them just as important as some of the others,
like it used to be.
Yeah, that's the other thing. And I like what WWE has been doing with the female wrestlers. I'm sorry, but right now American female wrestlers are pathetic because they're so scripted. They're all the ones that are coming out, except for the top 3 or 4, like Flair and some others. They're all garbage. But I tell you what, those Japan women that are coming over that are wrestling, their strikes are better, their wrestling is better, their technique is better. They don't stand and wait. They're on it. They are very, very professional.
They're getting ready to steal it. They're getting ready to steal it from them.
Yeah, but if you notice the women wrestling today, a lot of them are move watchers. You're like, what's next? What's next?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Stand there and wait for it.
Let me wait till you jump on the rope and bounce and hit me.
Yep. And those females that come over from New Japan or they're, I don't know if they're New Japan, but they're Japanese wrestlers that come over and they're legit and they're sharp and they're ready and they're tooled.
Well, me and Ben were talking about it the other night. They just introduced another girl into Bailey's stable, Asuka too. I have a feeling Asuka and the other girl is going to be bumped out, and we're going to see our thing that we're hoping for, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah, that girl. That's one of the ones I was talking about when she was
exactly.
running this fold or whatever.
Yep.
Her attitude when she came out to the ring, how she was acting in the ring, her mystique, her moves, what she said on the mic, it was all perfect.
Well, you know what it is? She did that over there, and that's why Triple H liked it. Even with Asuka, he let her change. I think Vince was against what she wanted to do. So now that Triple H is involved, he's letting them be themselves.
Yeah, because they let them talk freely over there. They don't have a script, and that's when you got somebody so worried about getting the script wrong it makes them tense up. It makes them,
Mhm.
worry. Let them flow. If they make a mistake, nobody knows it if you said
Right.
something that wasn't, or if you left something
Yeah.
out. But if it's scripted and you leave something out, it's noticeable. If it's unscripted, then you work with him along there afterwards.
It's got to
if
be
you mistake.
natural to be perfect.
But nobody's gonna. Yeah, you start out at 30 seconds. You start at, and you practice what you're gonna say, and you just let it go. I mean, it's really easy if you got like Richard, like the warden. I'm gonna kick you right back into your warden hole, and you're not gonna come out because you're not gonna put that kind of thing. Is
Well,
really
I never
easy
write
if
down
you-
any of my promos. It's just right there at the
you just
moment.
go
It
with the
just comes
flow.
right out. Yep.
Yep.
And I think it
Well,
works the
the one
best that
person-
way.
Just go back and watch old school. Even take some of their lines.
The person that doesn't
You
follow
see
the
this belt? I
for
whipped my
him,
grandmother's tail for it. I'm gonna whip your too.
Yeah.
You know?
What was that, Chris?
the one person that definitely doesn't follow the script is Eddie Kingston.
Oh yeah. But
That's
Ed-
why he said
I-
he'll never work for WWE because he knows it's scripted. He does not. He talks he shoots from the hip. That's what I like about Eddie
That's
Kingston.
what I like about Eddie Kingston. You know what I mean?
Yep,
He's
exactly.
like that. He
Because-
reminds me of that uncle, that drunk uncle that go down to school and beat up the bully for you for like your lunch money.
Right?
That's actually Mark. That's what he does.
Yep. Because you get
Oh.
into the WWE, you're handed these stupid scripts, and you got to stay within the script.
I heard you
That's
cutting
like
mine to my
please.
daughter. You got the last slice of pizza. Well, guess what I'm gonna do to you, you little 4 foot.
Stomp the cigarette out and stomp you out.
Beating up the 6-year-old in the pizza line.
I want to interject here for just a second because I almost forgot to bring this up. Somebody messaged me today, and I won't mention the guy's name. I won't embarrass him. He coined a term that I thought was kind of cool. It might be a flop, I don't know, but I thought it was kind of cool. He refers to himself because he says he loves the show. He watches it from work because he can't get off through the show, but he plays while he's at work. And so if he's watching, you know who you are. He refers to himself as a diehard spanner. So
Are
what do
you a
think of that?
diehard spanner?
Yeah, that's what he refers to as a viewer of the show as a spanner.
Awesome.
Sounds good to
I
me.
like
So we have
Globaholic.
spanner nights out there?
That's cool.
Yeah, spanner right there. You go.
Hold on. That's a
Globaholic.
t-shirt idea. Hold on.
That is a t-
T-shirt design.
that is a
Let's
t-shirt.
write
idea.
that down.
On the back of the shirt, I'm a spanner
Hashtag.
too. Yeah, I'm a spanner.
We
Well,
got
we
to
are
put the
spanning
2
both
weeks
together.
bro on there.
We'll get two factions. We'll get Globaholics and the Spanners, and they'll go after each other.
Globaholic.
There you
Yeah, we can't use Globetrotters. That's copyrighted. But yeah, I kind of like it. It's kind of cool. It's kind of cool.
So guys, Thanksgiving's
Spaniac.
coming next week.
Yes, that's right.
I think maybe Mark wants to start this off.
I'll let you guys go. I'll do it last. I'll go last.
All right, we're gonna talk about things that we're thankful for since Thanksgiving's coming up next week.
And we won't be on the air.
We won't be on the air. We're gonna be spending time with our families, and we want you to do the same. To enjoy that day with your families. Well, things I'm thankful for. Number 1 would be my family. Number 2 would be my health. Number 3 would be thankful for being friends with a great group of guys here. I consider you all my family. You're not just my friends. And I get to spend my Thursday nights for a couple hours with you. And, I'm just thankful just for being alive, man, And no matter what life has thrown at me, I've always bounced back and come back stronger and better than ever,
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, that's what I'm thankful, man. Thank you guys for being a part of my life.
Thank you, Richard.
No problem.
That's messed up, bro. He's trying to open up, and
I was touched right there.
yeah, you were touched, right,
that's
with your
good.
magazines that you're looking at. man.
Yeah,
No,
That's
serious.
great.
It comes from the heart, guys. Thank you, guys.
Thank you, man.
likewise.
Oh.
Likewise.
Who wants to go next?
I'll go.
Okay.
I'll go.
piggyback off of what Richard. I'm thankful to be up and breathing and alive and somewhat healthy, and I'm thankful for my family, my friends here, everyone here. Hobby wise, I'm thankful for the positivity, the collectiveness, the brotherhood that we all share. Um, and of course, man, I'm also thankful.
Yeah, leave it like you found it. Leave it better than you found it. Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That's it, man.
Awesome. That's awesome.
That's what I do.
Exactly.
And Andy,
Well,
that's pretty much spot.
We hate to
Uh,
put you on the spot, but you're on the spot.
okay.
Not my spot.
Not
Not a
spot.
dog spot. Not a liver spot.
Pretty much like everybody else. I mean, my wife and my girls, I mean, being that I'm disabled, I could not make it without them. Thank God for them. I'm very thankful for you guys. And being a part of the best show on the internet. It's just been
You're here.
one of the best things ever. I can't thank you guys enough.
Thanks, man.
Thanks for being a part of it. Kevin,
Mark, you go.
I'm gonna. He passes. Okay, he passes. Okay, Chris, you're a guest on the show. If you want to participate, you're more than welcome to.
All right, guys. It's God for me, family, country. And without God keeping me on the right track, I don't know where I'd been now. Also, did a little update. I had as Ben was talking about the other night during his chop session, I went and saw the doctor today. Got to lose 20 pounds, but it's better than being 300, what I was a few years ago. Everything else came out normal, man. So I'm grateful for
Awesome.
that.
Good. That's great, Chris.
That's awesome.
great.
man.
That's great. Get better.
Yeah.
Do better every day.
Yeah,
Do better
just
every
get up
day.
and
Yeah.
put in a mile and a half, 20, 30-minute walk.
Hey, I know it's corny, but I quote John Cena: "Never give up."
Mm-hmm. It's true.
Didn't see that coming.
And it's awesome being here. So this is definitely cool.
That's awesome, man.
Well, we're glad to have you. Really thankful to have you on.
Yeah.
Uh,
Definitely.
Thank you.
it's been
This has
it's
been
been a
awesome.
pleasure. It's been a
Yep.
pleasure. Okay, Kevin passed. Unless he wants to.
You go ahead and then I'll say something.
Okay. Obviously,
Y'all
I'm
the-
thankful
y'all
for
the
God and my
regulars.
family. Huh? Oh well, okay. I'm thankful, obviously, also for God and my family, my wife, my kids, grandson. Thankful for good friends, which I'm surrounded by tonight. Been a kind of tough year for me. Most of you know what happened. And these guys, they just kind of surrounded me and showed me love, and I'm thankful for that, and I appreciate it.
No problem, man. That's
What we're here
I'm
for.
I,
What we're here
I,
for, Mark.
I talk to these guys every night,
Mm-hmm.
and well, I'll leave it at that. I'll leave it at that.
Is that what they call it?
Yeah, we have a great time. If they say laughter is the best medicine, these guys just give me the miracle cure. So,
Oh yeah.
I'm thankful
Also,
for
I want to thank all the veterans out there that have served our country as well.
Yeah, definitely.
absolutely,
Mhm.
absolutely.
And that
Yeah.
would
Thank you for your
include,
sacrifice.
yeah, this is the biggest one. I want to put
Guy over here.
this out there. To all the Vietnam veterans, thank you for your service and welcome back home.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
That's the big
Yeah.
one.
Uh,
That is the big one.
I'm also thankful for this hobby. Because of this hobby, not just because of the collection. I met a lot of great people, a lot of great friends, a lot of great business associates. It's just brought me a lot, and hopefully I'll continue to be blessed. So, and I want to thank each and every one of you watch the show. I mean, you guys support this show very well. It's greatly appreciated. I mean, we have consistent numbers every week. Now, I will say this: when we had Chris on, that first popped up, our viewership shot up. And it kind of
Hey.
tapered off a little as the show went on, but it's just that kind of loyalty. We have the
Mhm.
same, handful of core group of viewers that watch and comment, participate in the group, and this is why we do this. You know, we want to show our
Mhm.
appreciation for your participation in our belt group, and this was just an experiment. I started doing this show for fun, and it's just kind of taken off. And it was the only thing I did is, you know, everybody that's supported by their viewership, and I get messages all the time of encouragement. I get suggestions. I welcome suggestions, but thankful
Always.
for all of you for watching, and we appreciate that. So I hope you enjoy your families next week, taking that off like we are. Enjoy your families, enjoy the food,
Yep.
enjoy football, enjoy the fellowship, whatever you enjoy. So
Don't
all I have
forget
to
to
say
wear
about
your
that.
sweatpants.
Yeah. Yeah. So with
If you
that,
wear
I will
pants.
turn it over to. So with that, I will turn it over to Kevin.
Well, for me, you know, I don't, and I don't want to say this to everybody. Don't just be thankful. I'm not saying you guys don't, but don't just be thankful. Yeah, absolutely. What he's done is brilliant. It's need to be celebrated. Which we got a big interview coming up with him, and I'll talk about it in just a second at the end of the show. But you know, don't be thankful just on one day. You know, and I know you guys don't, and I want everybody out there just to remember: don't be thankful one day. Be that way each and every day. You know, there's some that are going out there with a lot more. Even though I have a terminal illness, I'm blessed and I'm thankful because I could have it a lot worse than what I have now. You know, there's a lot of people out there just like me. Lost my mom last month, and 2 years before that, lost my dad, and then 2 years before that, lost a brother and a sister. And now I got what I going on, but with my terminal illness. But I'm thankful. I'm blessed beyond belief with an incredible wife that takes care of me. She's a caregiver to me. She was a caregiver to my mother. And each and every day, I thank my God for the hot water that I have, for the T-shirt on my back, for the food in my belly, for the friends that I have, and the things that I will get. And no matter what life comes at you, you put it at the feet of Him, and He'll help you through it. He may not correct it, but He'll make a way through it, and for you to endure it. Just don't forget to always pray and be kind to one another. As somebody that has a different outlook on people that may be healthy or whatever, it's not worth arguing over stuff over the internet. It's not worth wasting your time, you know, yelling at somebody that's an idiot in the belt hobby, or wasting your time with some of these scammers. Post it, move on, and like Ben says, leave it better than you found it. I hope during my time when it is up that I've left it better than I found it. But treat anybody with kindness. This world's getting horrible. It's getting more violent, more extreme. Show a little bit of kindness to one another. That can go a long way because you never know what somebody's going through. And be thankful. No matter how bad you got it, you're still in a place with a lot more freedoms than other countries. You still have food. I mean, there's people being tortured right now. There's people being killed. There's people that are going through a lot worse than even what I'm going through. So be thankful for that. Understand it. And if you got a mom and dad, tell them you love them every day, because there's going to be a day where you wake up and they're gone. And you also got to remember there will be a time, just like with your children, it'll be the last time you pick them up and hug them as a child. It'll be the last time that you drop them off at school. It'll be the last time you say you love them to your dad or your mom. And when that happens, you want to remember that. So take that time to answer that call from your parents, because it could be the last one.
That text message, the call.
And if you're having
And if you got a great spouse, thank them for what they do.
Good one. Good one.
and also if you have a conflict with somebody, there's no better time in the present to get that resolved, because there may be a time you won't get that opportunity. I know siblings who have bickered and fought to tooth and nail until one of them passed away. The other one says, "I wish I'd said something." So
Yeah, and I'm sorry, even if you're not wrong, it goes a long way to fixing a lot of things, even hobby wise. You know, I'm sorry, my bad. Move on.
Well,
Trust me, move on.
I have to add on to mine, Mark. I gotta thank the belt hobby also, and the promo hobby, because without the belt hobby coming into my life and the promo hobby coming into my life, I may have not been here. and my beautiful son. I am the father of an autistic child. He's been with me since he's 9,
Great young man.
and without him in my life, like they say, your kids think you're their hero. No, it's the opposite. My son is my hero. To see what he goes through every day and still have a smile on his face and be able to push through, graduated from high school, straight A's and everything without his mother in his life, he still accomplished it and still fighting every day. That's my hero.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And when I come home and I feel the aches and I feel the pain of work or what I'm going on at work, as soon as I see him, my world changes and that all goes away. So I'm thankful for my son.
Mm-hmm.
Because that's what you do it for.
Yep.
That's
Every-
why you
every day.
grind every single day. Every dollar you want it to go to him.
Yep.
I want to
This
thank
is-
Ricky for
this
that
is all
comment.
his.
I want to thank Ricky
thank
for
you.
this comment because that's the problem with some of the belt groups is they're not inclusive. They look down at others for their collections and things like that. We don't do that here because we started somewhere at one point. I got homemade belts in the closet.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll finish my comments to Ricky by saying this: you got the wrong fonts on your belt.
Yes, get out of here.
Did you
Yeah,
have to do
get out of here,
that?
Ricky. Get out of here.
Hit it, Kevin. Hit it. Ready?
Accurate.
Ready, Kevin? Ready?
Yeah.
Mark, you know what you are. You just know. That's
I
not
needed,
even.
I needed that, Mark. I needed that. You brought me around.
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
stuff
If
artwork.
if you know, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But why would for you guys out there, why would you do that to somebody? What makes you think that you need to let somebody know that their artwork? You could be completely wrong.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Yeah.
We would die. I would die to have that. If it could say $1 million champion on it, and it would
Thank
be a
you,
winged
Ricky.
eagle on the head. If I was 12 years old, I would take anything. That's what we get these belts for, not because of how would they make us how they make us feel now when we were kids. When we look at those, so don't do that to somebody.
I can only
Exactly.
speak for myself, but I think the other guys feel the same way. These belts behind me are for me.
Yep.
They're not for you. They're for me.
Mhm.
I love to
Maybe
share
I'm
them,
wrong.
show them off, but ultimately they're for me, for my enjoyment.
Here's the thing: if you don't, if you feel like it's wrong, you correct it and buy them the correct one. Then how about that? If not, then shut your mouth.
Right. Phil's still in the chat. He knows how much when we were younger, how big we were wrestling fans. I've never dreamed in my life when I was younger that I'd grow up and have this.
Mhm. None of us thought
You know
that.
what I mean?
None of us.
Not even half of, not even a quarter, not even
Thank you, Ricky.
an eighth or a 16th of what we have now. Even 5 to 10 years ago,
Yep.
unless you went to a Jamar or Reggie Parks or Dave Milliken or those guys that were predominant known makers then. Nobody would think you were going to have an NWA TV. You have a WWF Hogan 84, 5, 6, 20, 30, 80, whatever. None of us imagine that, man. So let's enjoy it, man. Let's keep it, on a positive level.
Yeah.
Yep.
And like I
gotta
said,
tell-
one thing real quick.
Okay.
I have to apologize. I know some of you guys have seen me in the last couple of days. I'm gonna try to tone it down, and then now I just get a text message right on cue. Somebody's gonna tell me, show me a screenshot of somebody,
Is it your wife
Um,
again?
Is that Mrs. Miller?
Is that Mrs. Miller?
Cena.
No,
This is
it's
Cena,
something.
'cause we never seen her.
No, it's my
Gianni,
little
it's
situation I got going on that
Oh,
I'm
you got a
referring
situation
to
going on?
right now.
Okay.
No,
Maker stuff.
Oh.
and coming after me for what? Nothing. But I'm gonna try to be better about this situation. But excuse me if I get kind of taken aback and get a kind of aggressive, because I don't want people that pay this maker money for their belts, and then this guy said he's not going to ship them their belts.
Oh, really?
I hope, yeah. I'll share my intel later with you
That's a new
guys.
development.
You should
Mhm.
never have to apologize, Ben, for defending yourself. Whatever it is you say, however it comes out, I don't think there's anything wrong with how somebody defends themselves when they've been called out on stupid accusations. And I've seen what you're talking about, and I'd bet my life on it that none of it's true. But I can
It
tell
doesn't
you,
even it doesn't even really truly have anything much with me besides the fact that I'm defending scammers.
yeah.
That makes no sense. If you guys seen the
Right.
screenshots, it makes absolutely no sense what this guy is talking about.
No.
But I don't want people to feel that I'm coming at a certain direction the way I'm coming at this maker. I'll cut it off from there. I don't want to kill the vibe. I apologize.
No,
for
you're
that.
you're
I
you're
don't
no,
wanna
you're
kill the
fine. You
vibe.
don't need to
And you're
apologize for
telling you,
nothing. You're
you're
doing what you need to be.
telling the honest truth, because you're getting these people
Absolutely.
who are makers following through on what they promised. That's a load of horse feathers. And yes, I'm being careful with my language, gentlemen. You can't really let these people get away with that. You got to call them out for what they are. You can't let these people get into the hobby and ruin you guys' reputations by doing what they're doing and then making you guys look like the villains. That just doesn't cut it. I mean, I'm sorry, but there's too many people that trust these guys to make them a belt, promise a time frame, promise the payments, and don't deliver. I mean,
Well-
what goes? What gives?
Well, for you
This is
guys out there
ridiculous.
in the hobby, there's what 5 good pages that everybody needs to be bringing the good people to. We will, Championship Belt Brothers, love those wrestling belts, Wide World of Belts, WCW, Big Boys belts, United Wrestling belt, brother. There's 5 or 6 good groups. Be bringing them to these groups where they're safe, and tell your buddy,
Yep.
if you're trying to make a new maker out, don't go that way to save $5 or $10 or $20. Go to the guys who know. Ben, Dustin, some of these other, go in these groups and ask. Type that maker's name in there. Go to Scammers of the
Yep.
Belt page. Do your research instead of just listening to that guy tinkling your ear
Yep, exactly.
in your box. As I'm telling you, if you
Tell
knew a
'em.
lot of these guys past and a lot of these things that they're doing
Yep.
on their so-called free time, you wouldn't be doing it. And Ben knows
I
what I'm
also-
talking about.
I
with
also
being
Oh
got
yeah,
a
able
we
to-
had that conversation
Yeah.
last night.
Yep.
Yeah.
I
You saw
I
what
also
them-
got
you
to
saw what
quote a
them-
phrase
them-
while
them
we're
little
talking
things
about
do
the
to little
belt hobby.
boys.
The phrase is "all belts matter,"
Yeah.
no matter what they're made out of.
Right.
And
All belts
some of
matter.
the and some of
Your
the belt
money matters.
hobby has
Your money
gotten away
matters.
from that. Has gotten away from that. Some of the
Mhm.
hobby has gotten away from that. And you reiterate that, Richard, because we need to hear that.
All belts matter, no matter what they are made of. If
Yeah.
you love it, all belts matter.
But also the person deserves what they need to. If they're I don't expect a perfect belt, but they don't need to have a belt that's imperfection dented all up, or with zinc that has not even been plated because they're too cheap to plate it over, or they're not even plating it. It's painted over.
Mhm.
Even though you're paying $230 of your belt, you should get a $230, $300 belt that is on time, correct, not lied, and not showing up like it's been eaten by a dog before it was packaged up, with no paint smears and this, that, and the other. But
Yeah,
just do your
exactly.
research, ask around, go to the admins. These admin people are admins for a reason. Pop in their box. Mine's always open. I'm retired. I'm always home. Ask me. I'll help you. And if I don't know a maker, I'll send you to Ben, send you to Dustin. I'll send you, do your
Hey,
research.
Right.
Tyler Dove's group is a good group too. Tyler's good. The only thing is when we have him on the show, all the women got pregnant, but that was the only thing.
Yeah.
I just
know,
had my
the-
baby from
hey,
him. Yeah, he got me pregnant about a month ago.
The humidity level went up.
Yeah, definitely.
His voice got me pregnant.
I want to tell a story real quick. It's kind of funny, kind of embarrassing, but I got to tell it because it was true. When I was a teenager, I was 15, 16 years old, started watching wrestling, and I always saw the guys carry their belts folded like this. They always carry them, kind of cradled in their arm like this.
Yeah.
I worked in a retail store. It was the Walmart of its time. It wasn't Walmart, but it's another brand. And I was a stock clerk, and I would have to carry shelves around to put up on the displays, things like that. and they had a shelf that was about belt size. So I go to the back, get the shells, and I'd be walking to where the display's at, and I carry it under my arm like this, just pretending I had a belt. So
That's awesome.
nobody
That's
knew I was
awesome.
doing that. But in my mind, I was Ric Flair, you know.
Because
Mhm.
you remember what Iron Anderson said, that he said in an interview, which was true, that he said that they used to, in the old school NWA and probably in other factions too, is that your wrestler only wore his belt around his waist to the ring.
Yeah.
You carried your belt during your interviews, or it was over your shoulders, but they made you carry it. That's how you did it. You didn't wear your belt for your interviews, this, that, and the other. You carried your belt.
Mhm.
And that was prestigious with the Four Horsemen, with Flair and whatever. You wear your belt to the ring when you're going to wrestle. And I know exactly what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's awesome.
But I carried those shells. They were the exact size of this belt folded up.
And I don't know about you guys, but I'd give my whole collection up just to be able to take one of those belts and give that to me, that 12-year-old kid, and be at 12 years old to have it.
Oh,
'Cause that-
definitely,
Right.
definitely.
I'd
Yeah.
I mean, we
sleep with
were
the belt.
kids. We were making belts out of cardboard. Me and Phil with the tin foil, and we were
Yep.
holding them like we were champions.
Mhm.
Yeah, I would go and get. You remember the foam ones? Hold on, this one right here. Let me show you. This is what me and my dad did. I'll show you.
I still have my homemade belts. All but
I
one.
wish I
All but
still
one.
had. I wish I still had mine.
I have all but one. I
Speaking of
lost that
snakes.
wrestling match.
Never let
Tell you
go of that. Never let
I
go of
brought
that.
this
That's part of the
last
collection.
night.
What was that,
Scratched all
Chris?
the hell.
My
Since
first.
we were talking about makers, I brought this up to Ben last night. Now, when I have seen you guys show photographs of your beautiful belts, I've always commented nice comments. But I've had these crazy belt makers from Pakistan jumping into my Facebook account. I've had to block them. I just don't want to do that aggravation.
Right.
Mhm.
And what Ricky said here is true, but they don't just try to sweet talk you. They'll give you false promises.
Mhm. Yeah.
Yeah, I
They'll
promise I'll
you the
give
best
you the best.
price,
I'll
the
do
best
my best.
quality.
To do it.
the
2 weeks,
fastest-
Go-
bro. 2 weeks,
2 weeks,
bro.
Go with the
2 weeks, bro.
go with the people that know and have a good reputation. Don't go with somebody that's never been used. Just don't. There's a
Right there.
reason why they're not
Yep.
out there. So this is what I did in Room Fitness. Remember these? I got this when I was 11 years old, and I still have mine. But I'd also got another one, and I hated that this was off. So we bought another one because I kept my original. I didn't want to mess it up. And then me and my dad went to the local sports store, and we got a weightlifting belt. You know, the leather weightlifting belt.
Uh-huh.
And what we did was we took these off, we pulled all the pieces off, and then Dad got the leather rivets, I think they're called. They're 2-piece rivets,
Yes.
Mhm.
and he put them in the corners through the leather thing, and that was my belt, and I loved it to death because it was the floppy leather, and
Yeah.
it was the plates on the leather. Didn't have the snaps, it had the things, but I loved that. I don't know whatever happened to it. I wish I did, but I'm still grateful that I had this one,
That's
Isn't that
awesome.
and I still have it today.
Was
Oh,
that
and-
leather buttery soft?
Oh, it was buttery smooth.
Like a baby's butt,
Smooth
because that's
like
baby size
butter.
belt.
Like Andy's head on a night.
All right.
All right, all right, all right.
Go full screen, Mark. It's this. But look, this is the truth about here. Here I am getting it. There's that belt right there,
Wow. That's
There you go.
awesome, man.
holding it up right there
Wow.
That
I'm the
tag
king
on
of the
your head,
world.
Kevin?
with my new Dolphins.
Yeah. Okay. New hat.
Yeah, my new Dolphins hat. There it is.
Yeah.
Still have it.
Look
Can't
at
believe
you.
it. But
Look
I'm
at
the
have
you.
king of the world.
What's up, Kirk?
Happy Thanksgiving, Kirk.
Oh,
Hey, it's the
that's
second
right.
comment he's made tonight. He was the
That's
first
right.
one, and
and when you're ready to
Get
do
in
the
early.
announcement, we'll do that too, Mark, about what we talked about.
okay, all right.
Got interesting.
Yeah, well, we got almost 5 minutes left. I guess we go ahead and do that. I guess we got most everything out of the way, so
Well, if anybody wanted to say anything, I don't want to.
No, I'm good, man.
I
Thanks.
can't think of anything.
So,
All right. First and foremost, Colin with C4, we're doing a big interview. It's going to be on Spanning the Globe and on YouTube. We're going to, not Spanning the Globe, excuse me. It's going to be with some of the guys at Spanning the Globe and myself on Wide World of Belts page. Many people have wanted to talk to Colin. He's got 4 or 5 big announcements that he's going to do. I'm having a procedure this coming up end of the week, so it's not going to be on the this end of this week like it was supposed to. So it's been rescheduled for November 25th at 6 p.m. And I'll be putting up flyers on some of the pages if they allow me, and especially on this page, it will be Wide World of Belts. But Colin from C4, he'll give the complete interview of how everything went down November 25th at 6 p.m. Will be Colin with C4. The other big news is with the matter of fact of the Pitcher of the Year in Wide World of Belts. So the Pitcher of the Year is coming up, and you know the guys that have won January, February, all 12 of those guys will be competing. And if you've won it once, you can't win it again. So, but please keep posting your pictures.
Yes, we'll see the pictures.
Everything's is. I don't use any pictures with faces or kids' faces. I just don't. I'm not going to do that because I don't want to get into any issues with me reposting something with somebody's family member or their faces with not for their permission. But the announcement is that the winner, and it'll be voted on in the hobby. So this is a way to get, if you want to get your buddies and your friends in to come in and vote, but get them to, only members will be able to vote on Pitcher of the Year, because each one of those pictures will be laid out and each member has a vote. These guys in here also will have a vote on who they think the Pitcher of the Year is. The Pitcher of the Year, there'll be a first place winner, second place winner, and third place winner. All three of those will have prizes. The one winner, grand prize, will be winning a
Sorry, that's going to be a winner right there. No, I'm just kidding. Go ahead. Sorry.
We'll be winning a championship belt, and we will a belt that you will win for Pitcher of the Year, and we'll give you more information on that next month about how you'll be winning that championship belt. But there'll also be a prize for second place and for third place. And the winner of the Pitcher of the Year will be displayed for January, the header, and we'll go into next year doing the same thing like that. Also in December, I have 10 to 15 more little prizes to give away. We're going to be doing, and I'll get with these guys, a little special night where you are, it's called Guess the Belt. We've been trying to do this summer, but my health had been bad, so I apologize for that. It's where we have a zoomed in picture of a belt. The first person to chime in to guess it will do it. It'll be about a 30, 45 minute show, just something a little fun, just something little to do with the guys here. And I got a bunch of little prizes to give away from figures, wrestling stuff, wrestling memorabilia. So it's good to tune in because you want to win it. There's some actual NWA official NWA 1980s wrestling used pieces of mats that you will be able to win. So you want to get in on that. And that's coming in December, and we'll give you more notices to that. Please join Love Those Wrestling Belts. Please join Wide World of Belts. Please join Championship Belt Brothers. Please, guys, invite your friends. Build it to a community.
Absolutely.
And that's all I got to say. I'll shut up now.
Okay. And while you're at it, why don't you like, share, and subscribe the YouTube channel, Wide World of Belts, and share that with your friends as well. We'd like to get the viewership up as much as possible. We got some great viewers, but we'd like to add to the family. So.
Definitely.
Chris, you have any final words?
Been fun, definitely unique, and thank you for that surprise of that championship belt.
Absolutely, we've enjoyed having you.
Pleasure.
Yeah, it's good having you on the show, man.
Yeah, great having you, Chris.
Great.
Yes.
Thank you, Chris, for joining us.
And you better tell people that you got the
Thank you
belt,
very
even
much.
though it was fake. I mean it. Ellen Ben.
Yeah.
You got that? You better, or else this gonna be your head. We will hunt you. Okay. So, no, thank you, Chris,
Yes.
for being part of
Yes.
the show, man.
Yes, thank you,
Thank you,
for agreeing
Phil.
to come on. Yeah.
Thanks, Phil, for watching.
Shout out
Yeah.
to Phil. Check out the Turnbuckle throwbacks.
Yeah.
Also,
Ben will be getting with you about your address so we can get that bill that shipped out to you. So,
Right.
great surprise. I enjoyed that. I was looking forward to that all week. So,
I already got the box here. It's not put together, but it's
Okay.
going.
oh, you don't have
Right.
to
Thanksgiving, Ricky.
Quite the box you got there.
have a happy Thanksgiving.
It's a big
Let's
box.
see those belt pictures.
Only way to go, Ben.
Post them
Right.
up. Post them up. I still think this is going to be the winner. Oh, where'd it go? Oh, I took it down. Never mind. Okay, so
He took his own post down. That's
I took my own
bad.
post today, My bad.
He's
Again, hit
been-
up Ashley Southern Designs if
he's
you
been
want one of those great
backstage with
shirts.
Billy.
Hit up Ashley Southern Designs if you want one of these great shirts that we've got.
Southern Designs.
Yeah.
Gilbert, Oklahoma.
I'm gonna
Kevin's gonna write her jingle for her.
he's gonna narrate it for us. So
Right.
I
No,
want to
you,
thank
you
everybody.
gotta get
Her slogan is
Morgan, you
"Buy
gotta
from
get
me
Morgan
or
Freeman.
die."
So just a program reminder, we will not be on next week. We're going to be taking the week off to enjoy Thanksgiving with our families. We encourage you to do the same. I mean, you can come on here and watch, but we're not going to be on here. So don't waste your time.
I'll be on by myself.
Okay. All right. Just be staring at the blank screen. Thank you for that. So have a happy Thanksgiving, everyone. If you're traveling, please be safe. Get home safe and enjoy the food and enjoy the family and the fellowship most of all. And enjoy a little football while you're at it.
Like Kevin said,
If you-
hug
if
your
you-
loved ones. Let them know you love
Yes.
them.
And if you're not into football, watch some wrestling.
There you
Watch some
go.
old school wrestling.
Yep.
So on behalf of Richard, Andy, Dav, Ben, and Chris, I want to thank everybody for joining us tonight. And we will see you in 2 weeks. By the way, I'm supposed to be at a meeting in Oklahoma City that day. And depending on how it goes, I might be getting home late. So we might start the show a little late. If we do, it'll be an abbreviated show, but we will be back in 2 weeks for sure. So thank you for watching, everybody. Have a safe and happy Thanksgiving. Good night, everybody.
Happy Thanksgiving, everybody. Good night.